What is up, everybody? How's it going tonight? Can everybody hear me okay? How's it going tonight, guys? So Uncle Will's joining us tonight. We're actually going to go over true crime, talk about true crime or whatever else we may actually stumble over to. So what is up, Casey Shooter, Hillbilly? How's it going? Jack, how's it going? Justice, how's it going? Badass, how's it going? Joker, what is up? Red Rebel Nation for sure. Hey, how are you? How are everyone? Bo Baker. Rose, how's it going? Badass Bandit, how's it going? I missed anybody in here? Freckles, how's it going? Always a pleasure to see you. Yes. Hello, Barebones. Hello, Justice. Hey, can everybody hear me okay? I'm gonna first clarify that. So I had a little bit of audio trouble, so but anyways, yeah, so we're gonna actually go on talk about true crime tonight and everything else, guys, like normal. Yes. Okay, Southern Girl. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, guys. I'm actually gonna add Uncle Will. So how's it going, Uncle Will?
What's up, buddy? What's up?
What's up? Hey, give me just a second. Give me just a second. I actually forgot to do something real quick.
Y'all hit that like button if you ain't already done it.
All right, there we go. There we go. Now try to talk with me.
All right. Can everybody hear me?
There we go. That is better.
All right.
That is better. I had my Bluetooth speaker still on, so I heard you through the Bluetooth speaker. But whenever I use my Bluetooth speaker, I can't. The audio won't come. Oh, Uncle Will just lost reception. I guess, guys. Hey, it's live. It happens, guys. So yes, Riley, how's it going? Mountain Girl, how's it going? Yes, Jessica, for sure. Let's keep it like that. My mouth is dry, guys. The air here is so dry. Let's go ahead and add Uncle Will again.
Hey, I'm sorry. When
you're good.
Comments, for some reason I end up getting out. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Hold on. I think I got it now.
Oh, so how'd your day been so far?
Pretty good. How about you?
I've been busy.
Have you?
I was actually not feeling good last night, so yeah.
I wasn't neither. And something going around, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
There's quite a few people I know that's been sick, and I hate to say it, right? But I've been sick more this year than I have ever. And honestly,
for sure,
coronavirus, man. I think the government has something to us, and we're all going to be more sicker than we ever have been in our life.
Right. Well, I hope not. What I had was I wasn't feeling good, actually, so I think I done one video yesterday. That's it. So yeah,
Bones, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 42.
Okay, so you'll probably remember this again, though. Back when me and you were kids, you hardly ever seen anybody with cancer, correct?
Correct.
Once we got about 20 years old, cancer was everywhere, correct?
Yeah.
And why do you think that is?
Because there's not a cure?
No, because it ain't got anything to do with a cure. It's got to do with what the government allows. The stuff that they put in your food, the stuff that the food's packaged with. They know good and well plastic contains stuff that puts cancerous stuff in you. And they allow it, right? So I honestly believe that they're responsible. You know, even though that they're not like firsthand responsible, they're still they're supposed to be the ones that protect us from that stuff, and they're not doing it. So that's why I get upset when I see trash all over everywhere. It pisses me off. It really does, because that's, man.
I mean, look at the ocean,
dude. That's in the ocean. What, I don't know if you've seen what I posted, just that little bit right there. I couldn't get out, right? So as time goes on, the water gets higher and higher over here at my papa's house.
Right.
It comes in his house every so often, and that's the tides. Now, when he built this place 60 years ago, it's close. Right. And as years go on, the tide gets closer and closer every year. Well, now it's got, when it gets certain times of the year, you can't get out down here. You have to take a boat to the store.
Right.
One of the places where I park my boat at. And I promise, if we kill the fish in the ocean, we're dead.
Yeah, for sure.
But we live, people don't realize it, but the ocean is what's responsible for life on this planet as we know it.
Right, right. Well, I mean, the ocean has so much life in it. I mean, there's part of the ocean we haven't even discovered. So,
I know it, man.
I mean, it's huge.
I wasn't trying to get you off topic already.
No. I could bounce right back on. That's no problem. But yeah, I was sick yesterday, and yes, the ocean is so big that we don't even know what's there still. So, and it's not even discovered. It's not even been explored because it's too deep for one. So it makes me wonder what's all actually down there. I mean, that could actually be a topic on itself. So, I mean,
I honestly believe this earth was built up and destroyed. Like, people don't realize, they think cavemen. No, that's the redneck that survived the catastrophe.
Right.
Idiot that drug his woman around by the hair of the head like they tried to betray. You can't tell me that in all parts of the world they got these same pictures on the caves and of aliens flying.
Yeah.
Be true. You just can't tell me that. And they're finding cities under the ocean now, and just like the pyramids, they can't figure out how they built the pyramids. Now we're supposed to be the smartest species that ever walked this planet.
Right. 100%.
Can't tell.
Yeah, it's crazy because I mean, there's hieroglyphics everywhere, and there's hieroglyphics everywhere, but most of them has them seeing spaceships, aliens, stuff like that. So it makes you wonder, what was the alien talk back then? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it makes you wonder. So it's pretty crazy when it comes to that. So yeah, I totally hear that.
Yeah, so I try to keep an open mind about things, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Because
I seem to live with the open mind.
Yeah, you do.
That's kind of what I do. So
that's one of the things I like about you so much. Just like I told you before.
That. Yeah.
You're a very fair person, right?
Yeah.
That's why I don't mind getting on panel with you. If I do something wrong, I know you're going to set me straight, but you're not going to hold it against me.
No.
You just, hey, dumbass.
Yeah.
So I get like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So do I. I respect that too. And that's kind of the reason why I always watch your videos as well, is because of that reason. I think that's the reason why everybody respects you anyways, is because you're 100% real person. So that's what I've heard. So yeah.
I try to be. So
it's hard.
What have we heard about the 4 kids up there?
So what we've heard about the 4 kids in Iowa, Idaho, Moscow, Idaho, is I was watching a video earlier, and they're actually, the parents are still taking up for Jack, saying he's not the killer, or he couldn't be the killer, which is the boyfriend of, I do believe, Kylie. I may be wrong. I'm not good with getting names, guys, but I do believe. And they said that he couldn't be the killer. They didn't believe that. Well, we have neighbor coming forward presenting his DNA now. And it's like, is the cops to the point of actually having people give their DNA? Because if so, they don't know who the killer is. They have no clue.
Right. Well, hey, let me tell you something. If you ain't got nothing to hide, you'll give it to him, right?
Yeah. And he did. And this was the guy that they actually said was weird on social media and everything else. So yeah, I mean, he went on to actually provide his DNA to them without the cops asking. So they said. So, but
that sounds like somebody innocent to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does.
100%. They're not going to provide their DNA at that point.
No, absolutely not. See, now I don't watch a lot of TV, right? And I don't watch a lot of news because I start getting pissed off because I know good and well they lying to us. So I try to avoid that, because you never know who to believe anymore. When you get on, the first person with the story is the one that's telling the truth. And for a long time, I used to believe that. Now you just don't know who to believe, because when they start proving them wrong, you know what I mean? Like, they know that they lied. It's just hard to put faith in anybody anymore.
It is. I mean, whenever you go and you talk to somebody, or you go and you do something, you got to trust in what they say. It's like, some of the true crime panels or videos, that I go do or do reaction to or talk about, they're kind of hard to go by because I want to stick with something that I already know,
Right.
instead of going way off topic and throwing stuff in there that doesn't belong. So yeah, I mean, true crime sometimes is kind of hard to find the true topic about something. That's the reason why I stay with harsh reality. People like that,
Right.
Tend to Life, places like that. So because I know that they're most generally 100% spot on. That's what everybody has said too. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I have to check them out. I ain't check them out. You about the only one I watch like that anymore. I mean, there's a couple of
Right.
watch Cotton Candy Boobs,
Mm-hmm.
but I watch that for entertainment. But I
Yeah.
like it, you know what I mean? So I watch her. I try to support the people that I like,
Right. Yeah. It's totally respected on that part. But yeah, I mean, that's what all they know about that. They still ain't got a killer. They put in for DNA. It still hasn't came back. It still haven't matched. Nothing.
That's somebody that knows them people. I honestly believe that. To kill all four of them like that, it's hard to. Somebody knew that they had time to do it. That was a lot, dude. To kill one person like that, and that was what they call like a revenge killing. You know what I mean?
Right.
That was a lot of stabbing and all. And I don't see somebody just doing that out the blue. That was a lot of blood, man.
Yeah. I mean, they went on to say that they're going to actually do measure blood splatter, reconstruct the scene, and everything else. So yeah,
I heard that they thought that maybe it was the same person that did another killing somewhere else.
Yeah, they did say that, and now they're going back on that. I mean, it's weird because everybody's pointing their finger at this Jack character.
Right.
So I don't know, but his mom and father went on to say that there's no way he could have did it. He's actually living with them.
Well, you can't never believe mother in them anyway, because they all wake up. We've seen that before, ain't we?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's really weird and everything. So yeah, I mean, but yeah, that's basically what it is. I guess Chronicles of Olivia was over there live, and so was Bullhorn Betty. And Bullhorn Betty got in an argument with the guy, and he started yelling at her and everything else. And Chronicles of Olivia, she spit at him. I don't know if it hit him, but Chronicles of Olivia is over there like, what is going on?
Yeah, but
so yeah,
that right there says a lot. When everybody, if you can't talk to somebody without it being an argument, you know what I mean?
I mean,
not everybody's right, man. And let me tell you, if somebody who's not even willing to listen to somebody else's point, there's something up.
Yeah. And she seems to be on one of those topics where whatever she says she wants to roll with, or whatever she heard or thinks, and she throws her own twist in there too. I mean, so yeah. I mean, that's a lot of them. That's a lot of people though, I mean, honestly.
Yeah, that's one of the things that bother me about her, brother, is that she does that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I heard her say something. I mean, me personally heard it out of her mouth, like probably 30 feet away from her.
Right.
And I say, bitch, stop lying. But I kept walking.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy though, because I like Chronicles of Olivia. She's probably one of my favorites.
She's a beautiful girl now. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, like, who is there? There's Tend to Life. There's Chronicles of Olivia. There's,
the way she put videos together too, man.
Yeah, I do too.
Unmatched. She knows what she's doing when it comes to editing videos. She knows exactly.
Yeah. I mean, she's a good channel. I mean, I would take her more of like the reporter type,
Yeah.
That's what she's good at. She's really good at what she does. But yeah, the videos she put together at Quentin Simon's place was like a movie.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I was watching her. I'm afraid that the company she keeps is what's going to bring her down.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I hope not.
I do too, but
I hope not. But I mean, you can kind of see it whenever she's getting in an argument with another person. It's like, and she's just standing there like, what in the world's going on now? I mean, they wasn't bothering nobody though, but they was in front of the house, and a lot of people's not down with that.
Nah, hey, and I've said this before now, and I'm not advocating violence, right?
Mm-hmm.
But picture this, all right? You come home, you get the worst news in the world.
Yeah.
Feel like your life has just ended as you know it.
Yeah.
You got some stranger out there hollering that you're a killer or baby killer and this and that. Let me tell you something, bro. It would take about I'd take about that much of it, and I'd be
Yeah.
put a stop to that. It mean I'd be in prison for the rest of my life, if not dead. And
Yeah.
they don't think about that. You know what I mean? They're putting their own self in danger to try to create a YouTube video. And anybody who sponsors them doing that is going to
Right.
watch very bad happen on camera one day. And they're going to be just as responsible because they've enabled that. You know what I mean? They've
Mm-hmm.
cheered that on. And, and it's going to be bad. And I pray it don't,
Yeah.
see it happening because there's some crazy ass people out there in this world.
Well, I mean, it's like the Michael Vaughn case. They haven't done nothing with them. What are they doing? They haven't even found him, and they're still digging.
And they're out there in front of the place.
Yeah, I mean, they're out there at the same place digging still, and it's like I don't get it. Like it looks like they would have had some kind of lead exactly where it was at, or told exactly where it was at, or something in that matter.
Right. So what happened there? What I know that they think the little boy is in that yard.
Yeah.
I know that the lady got arrested for
Yeah.
not reporting a homicide. So who told on her?
I don't know. That wasn't brought forward. Only thing that was said was actually that Quentin Simon somehow disappeared. I guess the tip came from one of them inside the jail.
It came in from inside the jail.
Yeah, from one of them, one of the two that lived there.
Y'all hit the like button.
So yeah, I mean, we have Michael Vaughn that's just missing. He's nowhere to even be found.
Now, put yourself in his dad's shoes because he was the one watching him. Now all of a sudden your son's gone, and then you got somebody from YouTube out there screaming that you did something. You know what I mean? It would make me act a certain type of way. I would put a stop to it. I don't know how most other people would feel, but I pray to God that I ain't never got to deal with them circumstances. You know what I mean? Because when you out, that's the last thing you want to hear.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like every other case lately, though. It's so crazy because it's just like every other case.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Kylie Rodney accident. That could be a whole another segment.
That was accident.
What now?
You'll never convince me that Kylie Rodney was accident.
No, neither will you me. I literally believe it was foul play. It just doesn't happen. There's so many things pointing to foul play. And that's the reason why that case is still open.
Do you remember what I told you on the last time when we was talking about that? So somehow I stumbled across two ladies that actually are from Truckee, and they knew all these kids' names before anybody else even knew them.
Right.
Who all was involved. I mean, of course, we knew Sammy and a couple of the other ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
But these ladies knew the rest of those kids that partied down there. And they said Kylie wasn't dating Jagger at the time. He was dating this other little boy. And he had just overdosed a 15-year-old girl on fentanyl. Mm-hmm. And the reason that he wasn't locked up yet is because the testing hadn't come back from her blood test. So he hadn't got arrested yet. And he was dating Kylie at the time. Well, their theory was that he overdosed Kylie down there. And he put her in the water or whatever instead of calling for help. He got arrested a day or two after. And they didn't release it, and that's one of the reasons why they didn't do a test on her for fentanyl and all that. And that's one of why they cremated her. Is so that they couldn't prove it. But let me ask you something: how easy would it be to get away covering something up if you was the person who did the autopsies and the sheriff at the same time? How easy would it be to hide something?
It would be real easily done.
And if you could be held responsible for a 16-year-old's death because you didn't act and do your job the way that the public would think that you should have, and you'd lose everything that you had, there ain't no bringing this kid back. She's dead.
Right.
How hard would it be if you was already crooked, done been accused of molesting a child? This dude had done been accused of molesting a couple kids already.
Right.
Yeah. How hard do you think it would be to dump her off or let her go like that?
Oh, no, it would be. I definitely think there was foul play. And I definitely think that she just didn't drive her car into the water on purpose.
No.
And I don't believe it was an accident either.
No. And trapped in the back of the car. That's why AWP thinks that it was murder.
When AWP came up and said it definitely looks like foul play, you know how many crime scenes they've seen?
Yes.
A lot. For him to come up and actually, I think his name's Nick, I think.
Yeah, it was Nick.
When Nick said that, I was like, wow. You know, but I mean, there was so much stuff going around about the Kylie Rodney case, you know, about being trafficked, about everything else. I mean, it was really funny. The last picture we seen of her was at a truck stop too. It was really weird. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, I can go show you that strap that they was talking about right now.
Right. Is it the one in the very back? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a luggage strap is what it is, but it was wrapped around her supposedly and latched so she wouldn't float out the car.
Wow. Isn't that crazy? Why? I mean, see.
Listen, no water in her lungs. Now, if she passed out, right? If she was passed out and was breathing, there'd be water in her lungs. Now, if she OD'd and she stopped breathing, that's what opiates do.
Right.
Breathing down. And that's what it does. It makes you stop breathing. How hard would it be to strap that kid in the back and push that car in the water? And not only that, do you think for 1 second that the police didn't know that fire cam footage was there? I don't trust that shit for nothing in the world.
That's crazy. All of a sudden, fire cam footage.
You hear me? They know every other camera that I even know there.
For sure.
A government camera for fire, they know it's there. I don't trust.
Right. Hey, Super Health, I'm not sure why the super chat's not working. I do believe it's on subscribers only though for an hour. So yeah, maybe that's why I have no idea. There we go. Thank you, Freckles. Thank you for the 99 cents. I really appreciate that, bud. It means a lot to me.
Yeah. Hey, y'all hit that like button. It does them good and it's free. It really is.
Isn't that crazy how if you hit that like button, it gets you an algorithm?
Yeah.
It's just so crazy. Yeah. I don't get it, but
everybody deserves it. Bones deserves it. My buddy Cliff's watching, but he can't comment because crap for an hour. He sent me a thing.
Right.
Well, we're sorry, Cliff. It's because people are trolling, man. They trolling Uncle Will.
That guy, Cliff, thank you. I appreciate that, bud. I really do.
Did he comment finally?
Yeah, he actually new subscriber here, and he said that guy Cliff, and he donated super chat. So yeah.
Yeah, no. Hey, Cliff's a good dude. Bones, if you ever get a chance, check him out, man.
I will. I'll check that out.
Hey, I'm trying to talk him into doing like a radio thing, right? Because he'd be good at it, man. And
right.
I can't get him to commit to do it. He's got the system to do it too, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And Super Health, thank you. I really appreciate that as well. I'm probably not the best thank youer, so yes, thank you. I really appreciate you guys. Seriously.
He appreciates
Sure. So did you hear about my second channel I'm starting?
Nah.
So the second channel I'm starting is actually it's called Upchurch Fan Podcast.
Do it.
So it's already out there. I've done a reaction to his new song on there. So I was supposed to start it tonight at 7, but I didn't. I've been so busy here. So I'm going to try to start it tomorrow. And
you got to get on schedule with it though.
Yeah, it's literally nothing but a fan podcast. And if other people wants to come too, they can. But I figured there's really nowhere out there to actually go and talk about Upchurch, about meeting him, about his music, about you know what I'm saying? There's really not a podcast out there for that.
Nah, there's some reaction channels.
Mm-hmm.
Some of
So
them
yeah. I
understand.
started that as well. Up Church Fan Podcast. So yeah. It's actually going to be quite interesting, I guess. But I mean, we don't got to talk about just Up Church. We could talk about you know, music in general, you know.
Right.
So, but I just wanted to put his name out, try to put his name out there more, you know, because there's not a lot of people. Upchurch hasn't grown all the way. So he just hasn't. So yeah, that's the reason why I started that channel, but it's Upchurch Fan Podcast. So if anyone hasn't subscribed to that, go subscribe to that too, guys.
I will. I damn sure do that.
And I mean, it's going to be open panels on there as well. Up to 10 people open panels.
That's what's up.
So yeah, it's going to be fun. It may get crazy, but hey, we can handle it. So Jack says Upchurch was on Krieger Mariah channel tonight. Was he really? I missed that.
Heck yeah.
Dang, Krieger. There you go. All right, your dad. I'm kind of jealous, I guess. Kind of.
Can't be. Hey, it's good for him, man.
What now?
It's good for him. We appreciate
Oh, yeah.
it. We appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Krieger Mariah is one of my. She messaged me on Instagram today, and we talk all the time. Yeah.
Heck yeah, she's winning.
So, yeah. She is. She's a worker for sure. She's a worker.
That's what's up.
So yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Scuba Sam. I appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, there you go. Upchurch Fan Podcast is what it's called. Like I said, it's going to be crazy because I'm gonna have up to 10 people on panel at one time. So yeah. But anyways, so have you back to true crime a little bit? Have you heard? So what do you think about the going forward on Quentin Simon case?
I think that they need to give her the death penalty.
Yeah, so do I. I think so too.
Really? Yeah. Now they know that she done it and she's absolutely guilty of it.
Yeah,
the death penalty.
Yeah.
See what? I mean, a lot of people think I was taking up for Leilani. No, I never was taking up for her.
Right.
I just wanted to hear it from them actually who done what. You can't believe a bunch of YouTubers, you know what I mean?
Right. I mean,
dude, anybody that hurts a baby don't deserve to live.
Yeah, nobody.
Regardless if it's sexual, taking her life, just anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't agree.
No, they don't deserve to see the light of day, in my opinion.
No, either the death penalty or manual labor for the rest of their life.
So, but why do you think she did it for? I just can't. And are they going to be able to say why she did it? Or are they going to be able to say if he was drowned? If he drowned? I mean, it does. There's nothing really that's going to be able to be done.
Man, I think she suffocated that baby. The more I think about it, I think that maybe she was D10 and couldn't get him to be quiet, and she was trying to make him be quiet, and she was spazzing out. You know what I mean?
I seem to kind of think that too. I mean, it's just so many things you can do with these cases, Uncle Will. It's crazy which way you can go. We can speculate all day.
I have a hard time with that dude being there, not knowing something was going on.
Yeah.
I really do, man. Something just don't seem right with that.
Right. Scuba Sam says, I did it because I had a couple extra dollars. At the moment, I won't at the end of the month because I have 2 boys that have birthdays. At the end of the month, don't get it twisted. I'm broke toilet. I totally understand you, and so am I actually. So if I could help you out with any way with some of your kids' birthday presents, I'd be more than glad to as well. So yeah, hit me up on Instagram.
Hey, so listen, everybody that's in here later on, probably tomorrow, I'm going to do another video and I'm going to raffle off another lottery ticket. The last one, Anthony Tony won $100. So we're trying for 25 million though, but they just had to promise 25 million. Uncle Will gets $1 million. I need, man. But I'm going to tell you right now, I've seen some big winners on some of those $50 tickets from Florida. I
Oh,
really have.
definitely. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's crazy. Does Georgia have the death penalty? You
I
do?
don't know. I don't know.
Let me look.
That's a good question.
Let me look this up real quick.
How in the hell can you throw your baby in a trash? I had a hard time believing you've done that, though. I really did.
I do believe they do. I do believe they do have the death penalty.
Hey,
yeah.
Bones, you know what's weird is I was at Quentin Simon's. Everybody knows that, right?
Yeah.
You could see one of them dumpsters from her front door. That's why I didn't understand why they said that she went to the trailer park. And then supposedly somebody at the trailer park actually admitted that their cameras wasn't working. So the only way that I could figure that they found any kind of evidence is maybe them dogs hid over there by it and smelled him.
Right.
You know, and I'm more inclined to believe that it was a trash can right down the road. And this is why I say this. Because if Danny had the car and was supposed to went to work, if you listen to the babysitter, Danny went to work.
Yeah.
Leilani could walk to that dumpster.
Yeah, I know there was dumpsters right down the road. There was what, 3 of them?
No, just one.
Okay.
But it was literally, you could see it. It was about, I'd say, 3 city blocks. But
right.
you could see it. You know what I mean? It might not even been 3 city blocks, more like 2. And you could take and jog back to her house. That's why that kind of blew my mind when they said that she went way on down the road, because that trailer park was pretty far. Danny had the car, and I think that's how they figured out where he was at. They tracked Leilani. Them dogs tracked her smell to that trash can.
Right. Well, and I'm going to say hi, Jamie. How are you doing? So yeah, Freckles, Riley, Micro Trucker. How's it going, guys?
You got to do a group one. It's too hard to get people to be honest to do a group ticket.
Yeah, for sure.
Give one to them.
Yeah, I mean, but why? Why wouldn't you? If it's an accident, why wouldn't you just call and be like, "Hey, it was an accident"?
Bro, why wouldn't you just leave them at the babysitter's house?
Yeah.
But see, I think that lady felt guilty because she actually admitted that she made them go home that day.
Yeah.
And then that happened.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy how that goes, how things happen, how things turn out. And it's crazy the nasty people we have in this world that doesn't give a flying, they just don't.
No. And man, anybody would have took that little boy. There's so many people that can't have kids that would have loved to have had him. Hey, Jamie,
I mean,
Mississippi.
So yeah, I mean, I'm ready to go on vacation myself. I thought about that today. I was like, where do I want to go on vacation? If I went on vacation, where do I want to go? I thought about that today, and I'm not sure yet. I may have to dig into that a little bit.
You come to Florida, I'll take you out fishing, bro.
I always wanted to go to the Everglades. Yeah,
bro, that's a good spot to go. Just don't break down out there.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably my number one bucket list spot, like to go to the Everglades. I like the weeping willow trees. Is that what's out there? Or do you have any of those out there? Or is that just like Louisiana?
No, I think that's Louisiana. Okay. I don't think we got weeping willows. Now we got the hell's the name of that tree? Crepe myrtles. And
what is that?
It's a real pretty tree, and when it blooms, it's beautiful.
But a lot of people may not know this about me, but I know a lot about trees. My grandma and grandpa always planted trees and flowers and all that stuff, and I would be out there asking my grandpa 50,000 questions, and my grandpa was like, my mom one time asked, why does he ask me questions? Stop asking questions. My grandpa said, if it wasn't for questions, he wouldn't learn. So yeah,
that's right.
I mean, but we had a lot of saplings where I'm from, like saplings and oaks and pine, or not pines, but cedar trees and all that stuff where I'm from. So yeah,
Cedar, beautiful wood. Now it smells real good too.
yeah. I mean, who wouldn't want a like a laminated cedar, like floating kitchen, all done
Now,
in cedar?
hey, does that say Nate 22? Is that what that name says?
Yeah.
No, Nate. She says she had books to get from the church, so she sent Quentin home.
Mm,
And then,
wow.
yep. So, and you know, a lot of people got mad at me for pointing out what that babysitter said, but you can't lie, man, about stuff and expect people to believe when you say something. And I caught
Yeah.
her several lies. I didn't even post them all. And it's not that I was blaming her, but if you see bruises on a kid from a belt and you're saying to everybody on YouTube, to millions of people could be watching, hey, there's belt marks on this kid's neck, back, and chest, and you don't report it to CPS, you're just as guilty.
Right. 100%. And I mean, that's a lot of what we see in Uncle Will is actually, you know,
I lost a lot of subscribers over that, but I don't care.
did you? Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, facts are
hey,
facts.
I needed to lose them because they was watching me for the wrong reasons, bro.
Right. I
And
mean,
I watch a lot of what I say, man, because I try not to hurt people's feelings. You know what I mean? But in
right.
reality, it's the truth, and people don't want to hear the truth sometimes.
And the truth is something that's hard to tell, hard to talk about, hard to actually admit. And a lot of times, if someone would just admit, hey, I was wrong, I'm sorry, everything would be just be moved on and
Yeah,
went around. But then you have jealous people who
let it go.
won't let it go, because you got to be. Look, I think like this, guys. If there's a way to better my community and better my living and your guys' living as well, she's why I did the Upchurch fan podcast. Is for you guys, because most people in here is actually Creek Squad. So, and there wasn't no one out there like that. I mean, I thought about all kinds of things. What could I do? How could I bring it to
And
people's attention?
and I guarantee you somebody's gonna say, "Oh, you just a fanboy. You just this. You just that."
And
And
that's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
hey, and you know what's sad is there's nothing wrong with digging somebody who's as successful and who's as kind as Ryan is.
Right.
I've never seen somebody besides Donald Trump get attacked the way that Ryan does.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's people
Over
that,
nothing. They'll make
yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. And you're welcome over there anytime. Like I said, tomorrow at I think I'm gonna do it at 7. Tomorrow at 7 Central PM. I'll be over there on my new channel. It'll be the very first podcast over there too. So hopefully it's a good turnout. And if it's not, then hey, we'll just have us and we'll talk and there you go.
Stick
So
with it, right? Nothing good happens overnight. Nothing good comes easy. So you
well,
gotta. I'll
well
be there.
I went to start a gaming channel and it's
Do it.
hard.
Well, it is now because everybody does it, right?
Right.
They seen it was successful for a few people, and they started doing it.
I mean,
And I
it's really hard to do that. And I
told
forgot how
Cliff,
hard it was.
"Hey, I'll tell you the same thing I told Cliff. If you wouldn't worry about the monetization part of it and would just play the music, period. Who
Yeah.
cares if you get hit with the thing? You know what I mean? Because you're not trying to make money off of it anyway.
Yeah. I'm
Your
not going to
money,
monetize the videos for quite some time anyway. So yeah, I mean, they'll be just music
hey,
playing and everything.
but people will donate to it later on. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
money later on. Just steadily play music on that channel. You know what I'm saying? Even when you're not on there, just let it play. Load different songs and stuff. And then, if you're home, like, I don't know what your work schedule is, but if I had a computer set up to do it, I'd do that. And then do a show. You know what I'm saying? Get on, do your show, and let people come on and talk. I guarantee you people would tune in and just let it play because, for one, they don't want to hear the damn commercials, right? Who the
Yeah.
hell wants to hear Christmas music every damn day?
Right.
Not me. I won't even turn the radio on right now.
Yeah.
I ain't to hear Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know what I just get these ideas out of the top of my head, guys. I woke up and I was like, I searched a podcast, a fan podcast for Ryan Upchurch, and I was like, there's none.
That's what's up.
And I was like,
hey, did you see where Ryan said something about the fake account got over 1 million subscribers?
I did see that. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
I mean, and I'm gonna start putting like Ryan Upchurch reactions over there too, unmonetized.
Dude,
so yeah.
And I had somebody not knowing that me and Ryan connected on Instagram, tried to hit me up as Ryan on another Instagram channel and was trying to talk to me. I was like, bro, I know this is fake. You know what I mean? And it was really weird, man.
Right.
Trying to scam me. I was like, bro, I know this ain't his channel. I know this ain't him.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like, how you like him? They was trying to troll me is what I'm thinking they was trying to do.
Right.
Like, man.
You know what? I'm thinking about getting rid of my Instagram.
Wow.
There's so much weird stuff going on there. Like these girls hit you up out of nowhere and it's like, are you serious?
Oh, I know it.
I mean, and it's just like delete. And it's like, I get so tired of it. What now?
I call them Instagram hookers.
Yeah. I mean, cause it's weird because you have them on there and they message you and you don't even know these people, guys. It's like, when you know, a Photoshop picture and Facebook or whatever, that's basically what it is.
Right.
And
some little Pakistani dude in another country using some other girl's picture. That's why there ain't but 3 or 4 posts. And then they got so many followers and they're only following, or they're following 2,000 people and only got 20 followers.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That fell for it.
I thought about getting rid of it. I mean, honestly, because I just, don't get me wrong, that's how I actually talk to most of you guys on here is Instagram. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about whenever you get an Instagram, they send you weird stuff. And it's all the time. I'm like, oh my God. I'm just so tired of actually looking at my Instagram and it's nothing but weird stuff. I'm like, I didn't subscribe to none of this. I didn't even ask for none of this. It's just on there. So yeah, it's weird.
Hey, so I've had a few of them, man, send me pictures like that they shouldn't send. And I told one of them, I was like, and at first I was real naive to how social media worked. I told you that. So
yeah.
This girl sent, or I thought it was a girl anyway, sends me naked pictures on there and stuff, right? And I'm like, oh, Lord. I text her back. I was like, look, first of all, let me explain something to you. A real man don't want no chick that's sending nude pictures to somebody that they don't know, because that's hoish, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Real men don't want that, I promise you.
Yeah.
I said, but then I kind of figured out, okay, some damn dude across the seas over there. But it took me a minute. But
yeah, I mean,
my brain don't work that way.
See, I got a wife, so some of the stuff that's sent there, I show her. Like, look, this is what's going on. I'm not shy about that. That's just how we are. It's not like some of the stuff on TikTok and stuff. It's crazy what's on there, guys. I mean, so I show her and stuff, and it's like, what would happen? It runs through your mind. If a dude was actually with somebody and his wife picked up the Instagram and clicked on it, and there's a whole bunch of girls on there wanting to follow you. I mean, not girls, but girls half clothed wanting to follow you, then what does it look like? Yep. You know what I'm saying? I mean, someone that doesn't have it, and my wife doesn't have an IG, so yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
It really is crazy. And I even made a video about it one day about Instagram hookers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, but I mean, that's what you get whenever because I was watching somebody the other day talking about a YouTuber, talking about content creators, talking about all that other stuff. And they said once you get a YouTube channel and you start getting followers, and after a certain amount of time, you become a public figure. So yeah, I mean, maybe that could be something with people finding out who you are, sending you stuff and stuff like that too. So that may be something to play with it on bigger YouTube channels. I'm sure people
Right.
like.
So let me tell you something. Now that you said that, I've been getting some text messages to my phone about some of my property,
Yeah.
and how they know that it was my property, I have no idea. And I'm kind of real iffy about my phone number. I don't just give my phone number out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And so now that you say that, it's dawning on me. I need to get a hold of LifeLock or Title Lock,
Yeah.
stuff like those properties down. Because,
Yeah.
and I honestly think, just like with, and here we go, we off topic about true crime, but I guess this is crime. But I think if they was to take and be more responsible with people being able to steal people's identity, like opening credit cards and stuff up. Say I stole your identity and opened your credit card up in your name. Whoever gave me that credit should be responsible, not you, because
Yeah.
they do their homework on finding out if it was really you or not. And how in the hell you're responsible because they messed around and gave a credit card to the wrong person? I have no idea. But to me, that just don't seem right.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. I mean, see, there's different things, it's like whenever you have internet at home, always keep like a static IP on you, on your stuff. A lot of
Right.
people says VPN, but I mean, it goes the same. It's like if you go to a store and you swipe your credit card and then you find out your credit card's been stolen and it was from that store. How is it stolen from that store when you're the one that swiped the card?
Right. Right.
I
They
mean,
stopped the store actually let somebody steal it.
yeah, I mean, that's what it
Bible.
had to have been, but the credit card was in your pocket. You put it back in your pocket. We've
Yeah.
actually had that done. Yeah.
Well, it's a skimmer, and when
Yeah.
you run a card across that thing, they record the number. See, there'll be
Yeah.
a over the top, and some of those little Iranian stores are bad about letting people do it because they got people across the seas over there that run your credit cards.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I hate to say that, but
Yeah.
I
No.
see it a lot down here. They get busted for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, in sting operations and stuff, and that's usually who it is. It's not the little mom and pop stores.
No. No. See, but this was in a different state too. It was actually New Mexico's where it was at. We was going to the UFO stuff over there, coming
Right.
back. Yeah, coming back from the other side of Oklahoma. We was heading towards Colorado, and we stopped through there before we entered Colorado, and we stopped there, and that's actually where it happened at. Yeah, and the
Yeah,
credit card was in her purse. So yeah, it was really weird.
that's crazy.
So, but yeah, so let me ask you this: how do you feel about the whole ordeal with Shanquella Robinson? Have you looked into that one at all?
Yeah, yeah. I started getting mad though because they started trying to turn it into a race thing, and to me, when they started blaming it about it wasn't getting international attention, and if it was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl, it would
Right.
be. And the kids in Colorado's or Idaho's all over international, but she's not. And it's like, do you not realize they know who killed her? The kids in Idaho, they're looking for the killer.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with white people whatsoever. It was black people that killed her, but
Yeah.
still tried
Yeah.
to a race thing. And it's like, come on, man.
Right. Well, I mean, and as far as that goes, I'm gonna make it clear we're not a racist channel here, guys.
Oh,
One,
no,
one, plain and
absolutely not.
simple.
People
So,
are people.
but what we are talking about is Mexico actually went forward and said that it may have been a hate crime because of her color. That's what Mexico actually said. So there is a thing in Mexico where they can actually take that and put it in a new perspective and see if it was a hate crime, hate murder, whatever it may be. So that is a thing in Mexico. Sorry, Mexico. So I mean, but it's proven that it wasn't. It was actually her best friends. They actually killed her, beat her up, broke her neck. They laid her before she was dehydrated, they said. Later in bed, doctor came in, the nurse came in, gave her an IV. They said she went into seizures. And then the nurse looked at the friends and said, hey, I'm going to actually take her to the hospital. And they said, no, she's fine. Then she died.
Yeah.
And then they stole $10,000 from her on top of that.
Yeah. And then came back to the United States on her money.
Yep.
Paid for the whole trip.
Yep.
That's the bad part about it. Well, I mean, the whole thing's bad, right?
Yeah, definitely.
She paid for her friends to go.
Yeah.
Did that to her.
Yeah. I mean, she's an entrepreneur. So it was crazy. I mean, it makes you wonder, was that the whole thing jealousy too?
Yeah. They did beat her bad.
Yeah. I mean, she was even, the guy that had the camera was even like, Shanquella, are you going to fight back? And she's like, no. I mean,
why did on that girl?
Yeah. I mean, and then they said one girl actually took her and slammed her down too, and that wasn't on camera. So yeah, I mean, it makes, and then now they're talking about how this whole Shanquella Robinson case could actually have been a setup to take her to Mexico in another country to do it. Yes, to commit the crime there.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I mean, look at all this stuff going on when it comes to murders, when it comes to people not even having a murder suspect.
Yeah, she took a pocket full of money to spend on all of them, and they killed her.
Yeah, and then took her $10,000. It's crazy.
Oh, hey, I can't hardly see it, Bubba. That comment's about that big. I barely can see it.
Here, let me try to spruce it up a little bit here. I don't think I can though.
Hey, Country Bro, and tonight's the first night I've been able to see the comments. Bones been hiding them from me.
Oh yeah. I have actually. I forgot the banners was on actually. So yeah. So yeah. I mean, life in general. You have. Let's go back to the Quentin Simon case for a minute. You had the YouTubers outside the house of Quentin Simon's house. But how come? Why don't you think the Kylie Rodney case was as big as the Quentin Simon, or or even the four people stabbed in Idaho, Mascot, Idaho?
Too far to get.
Okay.
I think that's what it was. Too far to get.
Yeah. I don't. It got huge though. Like Kylie Rodney blew up. Like huge.
Ryan put a lot of attention on the Kylie Rodney case.
Yeah.
I never even heard of it until he said something. And then and that's a shame too, because he was trying to get information, and that's all he was trying to do. And people just took it, man, and turned it into whatever and however.
Yeah, it's crazy because, I mean, it just blows my mind. I look at all these things. I was watching Killing Fields on Netflix the other night. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah, where they was dumping them bodies in New Orleans.
Blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know there was a place like that even existed, guys. See, I've studied a lot of stuff like the Black Dahlia and Charles Manson and people like that. But that was crazy. Killing Fields was actually a really good show.
Yeah.
I actually like that. And then I watched another one. Who was the Jeffrey Dahmer? I watched one about him. Yeah, I love them type of things. So because I like putting my mind to the test, I guess.
What about the Tetris murder?
I never heard of it.
You remember the game Tetris?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. They fixing to drop the murder part of it. The co-inventor of Tetris was killed. I never knew that. I've been watching them advertise it. I was like, oh yeah, here's one Bones might want to talk about. I meant to tell you that, so I'm glad you brought that up.
So the Tetris, he was called the Tetris Killer.
Yeah, Tetris murder. The guy who helped co-invent Tetris was murdered. And then they tried to write it off as a suicide, but the FBI was involved in it. And I guess one of the cops in the local place where it happened got suspicious. Why is the FBI here? And so just go when you get up with Google it and see what they say. I forget.
I have to do that.
You can Google it and check it out.
I will have to do that.
Interesting. See, and there ain't nobody going to be talking about that. So that'd be a good one to talk about.
Yeah, I've got a lot of things to talk about. I want to go back on the Black Dahlia and talk about her. I've got the guy in Colorado as well. I want to go back on and talk about him.
You talking about Dylan Rounds?
The guy that killed his wife and 2 kids?
Oh, no. I was talking
I forgot what his name is. Yeah, I forgot what his name is. I want to go back on that one. I've got quite a few that I want to go back on. So yeah. Hi, hello, Lost Souls. How are you? So yeah, I mean, I've got some. What now?
I said, as small as this boat is, I lose my cigarette. But that ain't but 30 foot long.
Oh, okay. Was you gonna go selling or what?
No, I probably won't. I came out really tonight so I can talk with you because I can't do it at the house right now. And plus, I come out on weekends, man, and get away from everybody too. Let's come out here and chill.
Yeah, Casey, you can if you want to. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I love to talk about this stuff. Like the thing about it. What? Go ahead.
I say I know you do, and I would rather get on panel with you than just about anybody.
I appreciate that. I really do. I mean, I've done 2 videos today.
See, I'm not talking about it right now.
Police find Russia family brutally murdered in a Silicon Valley home and co-developer of the video game Tetris. Wow. And why was he murdered? Does anyone know?
I don't think they released it yet. They're fixing to, though.
Wow. And how long ago was that?
Hell, when was Tetris made?
Oh, that was like what, 80 something, 90 something?
90.
Wow. Shoot, that's a long time ago. But I mean, so it's still unsolved though.
I don't know. I ain't got to watch it.
Yeah, Country Bro, you can. That's crazy. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy, guys. I mean, and another thing, I want to do, guys, I've brought this up before, is help out, other channels, smaller channels grow too. So we know that. So yes, it's okay to drop your Country Bro and Casey. Yes, go ahead and drop your link in there.
About supporting one another for sure.
It is. So, Muscles, hey Freckles, Jamie says we love you, Uncle Will.
Appreciate it, Jamie. I love you too. She's been supporting me for a while.
She's awesome. Like, Jamie, do you want to actually come up on panel? Let me know in the chat. I talked to her today, or I messaged her today and asked her if she wanted to come up on panel. So yeah, she may want to come up. So yeah, which I'm sure you're okay with that, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. So Casey said that was the game came out in 1990. So yeah.
And I love Tetris too. And playing it, you would have never thought that somebody who invented it got killed.
Yeah, that's crazy. It makes me wonder what he got killed from. Killed. Is that the same guy?
I don't know. I ain't got to watch it yet.
I don't know neither. Yeah.
Last couple of days.
Casey Shooter, Instagram, Facebook. So yeah, it's a crazy world out there. Very crazy world out there. And Justice says, I'm headed to bed. I will finish the rest tomorrow. Justice, thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
yes.
Thank you.
That would be awesome. Guys, we love your support here. Seriously, like, this is awesome to be embraced by you guys and everything. And like I said, this is your guys' channel. This is not mine. And it's the same thing for the Upchurch fan podcast. I keep on wanting to say Upchurch's fan podcast, like something like that. I thought about naming it, but I was like, do I want to put like Ryan Upchurch or just Upchurch? And I was like, I'm just going to put Upchurch. So yeah, everybody on here knows who Upchurch is, I'm sure. So
yeah, one thing for sure. What none of us couldn't do this without everybody. And
for sure.
Right, too, right? And if y'all notice, the one thing I don't say is comment and subscribe very much. Because I always feel if they want to subscribe, they will, Right. Don't want to like force it on nobody. But I sure do appreciate it when they do subscribe. Yeah.
I love it too. I woke up this morning.
Appreciate it.
I woke up this morning and I was up. She has a channel, right? You know, she has a crime channel herself, true crime channel.
All right, I'll check
that. So I woke up this morning and I was up 200 subscribers from 3 days ago.
That's what's up.
I was like, holy crap. So yeah, I mean, we're growing quick, guys. I mean,
I lost 30.
What now?
I lost about 30.
Well, I mean, we're gonna lose subscribers. It's gonna happen. I mean, not everybody agrees with what we're saying, but that's the reason why I always say, guys, we have an open mind, and anybody's welcome to. If you hear something that you don't agree with, you're welcome to come on panel and agree to disagree.
Tell us why you don't agree with it.
Yeah, I mean,
don't get mad at me or at Bones and start saying, "Oh, you're stupid." Well, tell us why you're stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I had a woman today actually put in my comments that harsh reality wasn't 100% correct. And I'm like, who is 100% correct? That's just why I always go say, don't take one word for it. Don't go to your favorite YouTuber and be like, oh, he said this. Go look around. Go look at news. Go see if things match up before you actually run with it, you know?
Well, and let me tell you something. Nobody's ever going to figure anything out without speculating about it. Because how they solve stuff, man, is they start speculating. Okay, well, let's do this theory. All right, well, that theory don't fit. Let's try this theory until they get one that fits, and that's how they start putting the pieces together. But now coming straight out in line, now that's something totally different, you know. But
right, what is up, little Payday? How's it going?
That's my homie.
Yes, he's actually in here. What is that guy, Cliff? My subscriber count goes up and down daily. A lot of that is YouTube. Yes. And I've had people message me saying, hey, I got unsubscribed from your channel. I'm like, what? So yeah, I mean, they're doing that, guys. I don't know what happens. I have no idea.
Well, it might be because if they don't click on your channel for a while, that they'll unsubscribe from it. I heard that if they don't watch your videos for a long time, they'll unsubscribe you.
Yeah. And that's crazy, though. It's like, why would you unsubscribe somebody if they don't watch your videos for a long time? But then again, why would YouTube want 4,000 watch hours, someone watching 4,000 of your videos and 1,000 subscribers to be monetized? That's crazy too.
I don't know.
And then I think you got to have 1,000 subscribers to go live on your phone.
I think.
Wow. That's crazy.
I think now. I don't know. I got mine pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, I did too. We're growing really fast, guys, and I appreciate that. I mean, you know, that's the reason why. But you know, a lot of things is too. Look at when you go subscribe to a channel, look at how much content they put out. You know, I mean, that's what I do. You know, I look at how much content they put out, what their content's about, if they're keeping up with their content and stuff like that. And that's the reason why I love Harsh Reality. Harsh Reality's gained like 3,000 subscribers in the past 4 or 5 days. So yeah.
Damn.
He's blowing up. He's like 41,000 right now, and he was at 38 like 5 days ago.
Damn, that's good though.
Yeah, he's huge. He's huge. I mean, like I said, he's one of my favorite YouTubers. So yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe one day he'll come on here, guys, and talk to us about true crime.
Anonymous dude. Hey, anonymous dude says, Bones, did you see AWP Jarrett's court was stopped because of YouTube true crime YouTubers?
I did not. I heard it was stopped because they didn't have the records in front of them or something like that. That's what I heard. So yeah, I'm not really for sure of that. What's good, y'all? What's up, little Payday? How are you? 100%.
Payday, Mike owes me $2, man.
I was watching little Payday's video earlier, and he's like, "I'm getting ready to put in work."
Yes.
I started laughing.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny, but yeah. And his psycho one the other day was funny too. I liked it. So yeah, keep that up, little Payday. Keep your mind going. You know, when it comes to the video, just put your mind on it. So, so yeah.
Now I'm telling you right now, if that kid does not get sidetracked, he gonna blow up. Yeah. I just got every music video he drops gets better and better and better. But Payday, we can't play you music no more, Bubba. We got docked.
Yeah,
like YouTube doesn't like your music, man.
I literally got a copyright strike on that one. Not on the channel, but copyright strike in general. So yeah, for doing that. Yeah. That's the reason. And that's the reason why on the Upchurch Fan podcast, I'm not going to monetize videos.
No, hey, but if you keep playing music though, 24/7, don't never let it stop. And then get on, do your show. You know what I'm saying? When you get a minute, get on, do your show. Keep it on a routine. And I guarantee you, as long as you change the music up, you know what I'm saying? Don't play the same song every 5 minutes.
Right.
Tune in, dude. I know my neighbor paid his property off with a pirated radio station. Straight up.
Wow.
Yep. And you know what kind of music he played?
What is that?
Old country. It was more like gospel.
Wow.
Yep.
That's, you know what? Gospel music is huge though.
Yeah, but I couldn't believe that people would actually donate to him.
Right.
A pirated radio station.
Right.
No way. And see, I had cleaned out a few properties for a mortgage company, and I found a bunch of old records, and I took them over to him. He was as happy as hell because I knowed he played them right. I could hear them. He couldn't find out. That's when he told me. He's like, yeah, man, I do a pirated radio station, but don't tell nobody. So for a long time, you know what I mean? This was like years ago.
Well, I've always wanted to get a radio station going, guys, and that's the reason why. Another reason why I actually done the Upchurch Fan podcast, because it's kind of going to be like a radio station in a way.
Do it. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do all kinds of stuff on there. So yeah.
Just no Gator, man.
What now?
No Barbara Gator. None of that shit.
Oh, is it music?
Yeah, we can't play his shit.
Okay, yeah. I'm not. I mean, I know a lot about like Upchurch, and basically what we're gonna do on there is it's gonna be a lot about independent artists. We're gonna focus on. So anyone like Tom McDonald, Upchurch, Adam Calhoun, anybody like that, we're gonna focus on. So yeah, Scuba Sam is actually here. If she's gonna join the panel, so I'm gonna put her on.
Is it music?
What is that, Scuba Sam? Hey, can you mute your background?
Yeah. Oh, hold on,
please.
Basically, what we're gonna do on there is it's gonna be a lot about independent artists. What did I do? I thought I did get it. My bad.
Dang, I sound professional, guys. I do. No, I'm just playing.
You do?
I really don't.
But...
All right. Jamie's here too, so we're gonna add her too. Hello, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey, guys.
How's it going?
How you doing, sweetheart?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hanging out at the boat, freezing. I got a blanket on.
Is it really cold there?
Nah, I'm just soft.
Just soft. That's funny. I know it's cold here. It's probably 30 here. I don't got my window open tonight, so yeah, it's pretty chilly.
The top open right there. So that night air is getting in on me.
Oh, okay. You know, it'd be so peaceful just to be in a boat and just.
I promise. I'll show you. You want to see
Chicago, so it's freezing all the time now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not fun. Tennessee is in my future really soon.
Can y'all see them lights over there?
Yeah. What is that? Is that a boat? A ship?
No, that's
a boat, a ship. Is that a boat? A ship?
It looks like something. Oh, those are
There's all kinds of boats around me.
Wow.
Is it a boat, a ship, a rocket?
Yeah, it looks like something.
Boats.
Shoot. Who knows what you're gonna see out there for real?
That's just reminding me like Captain Kurt. Like, no, that's Captain Kurt.
That was...
You never know what you'll see out there. That's for sure.
Yeah, you know.
Water's like that.
What's up, Riley?
Water everywhere.
So yeah.
That is a beautiful view, though. I wouldn't leave that view ever.
I not to. Sometimes I got to go home, but I try not to.
Oh, I wouldn't go. I'd refuse.
Yeah, that would
like if you want to see me, you know where my boat's docked.
Mm-hmm.
I spend a lot of time out here.
That's funny. So let me ask Jamie. Jamie, what do you think about the four Idaho Mouse Scout?
did you see the service today?
I didn't. I heard about it though. Yeah.
Celebration of life. Okay. Everybody seemed very genuine there, I will have to say.
Right.
The one boyfriend acted a little sketch, but I just think that it was just nerves and everything else. So there's just so much new information that is constantly coming to this case that it throws you for a loop. Now there's an extra person that's on the lease. Where was that person? How long has that person been on the lease? And why were they not there?
Yeah, I done a video on that today, and I couldn't find out, but they did say that they actually cleared the 6th person.
They may have cleared the 6th person, but I know that I guess they've said that they've cleared everybody in the house, correct?
Yeah.
So I honestly, I am still with everything that came out today, I am still wholeheartedly believing that this is a serial killer.
Yeah.
The house was targeted because it was easy access. It was constantly had people going in and out, so it wouldn't be odd if someone saw them going into that house, in the middle of the night, because it was a party house for the college.
Yeah.
And I think that they saw that as an easy target. And I don't think I did hear, and I don't know if you did hear this. I was watching today another channel that had a very legendary detective on. I think he was from Texas.
Right.
And he had asked the coroner a few questions, and the coroner had slipped up and said, I know that the police and all the investigators have been saying that they feel like this was a targeted attack. So when they say that, was the house targeted, or was there a specific individual being targeted? They're not really clarifying that.
Yeah.
But the coroner did say she does not feel like this was a targeted attack against one of the people. And the only reason why a coroner would say that is because she obviously was there. She had to be there on scene to see the victims before they were even picked up, because that's how coroners work. And obviously when doing her autopsy on the bodies, the only thing we can assume by that brief statement by the coroner that she quickly realized she probably shouldn't have said, that they must have all had either very similar or the amount. There was not a body that was more, I guess, attacked than the others, if you
right
say it nicely without being so gory. So if the coroner was already saying that it didn't look like they were all equally attacked,
right,
in the coroner's eyes, that would be the only reason why the coroner would say that it wasn't targeted. They're not a detective. They have no other information other than the bodies.
Right.
So I wholeheartedly believe that this is a serial killer.
It is totally crazy, because they went as far as saying that Jack was basically, did Jack do it? I mean, and that's come up tons, but his mom, or her mom, actually went forward and said that there's no way. She said that again today, and her family actually
backs him 100%.
Yeah.
I did see that Bullhorn, Betty, and Olivia had an interview with the neighbor. Was it the neighbor that was right next door? The guy who he said that the detectives came and questioned him.
Oh yeah, the guy that lived.
And then everyone started saying that he was refusing to give evidence or DNA, and he's like, "That's absolutely not true."
Right.
They just did not bring the kit to allow me to give the DNA.
Right.
So he's like, "But I'll go into the police station tomorrow and give my DNA." I mean, I know that a lot of people are leaning towards this was somebody local that lives right around there, and that somebody had a vendetta against these girls. But just with the bits and pieces of information that we have. So when I was listening to that detective from, I believe he was from Texas, and apparently he's like some legendary detective. So it was a military grade knife, which obviously we all know it was a K-bar. It was Marine issued. We all know that everyone can get those at surplus stores. Yes,
Right.
they can. But the likelihood of that specific knife is, I mean, it's not extremely rare, but
Yeah.
I mean, what are the likelihood? I mean,
Yeah.
he truly believed that the way that they entered the home, which was in the back on the second story, he felt, and I'm not saying this is my opinion, but he felt that it had to be some military training for somebody to be able to get in there and get out that quickly, that undetected, and do all that damage in such a short amount of time and completely get away, right?
Yeah.
Didn't they skin a dog or something a couple miles away?
Yeah, there was some type of slaughtered dog. I don't know if it was related though. I thought
it was 3 miles. I think it was 3 miles away, and they did skin the dog. Yeah, that really happened. But then again, there was a mass killer that was on the doorbell cameras that they've identified, but he's not in jail for any reason. And then there's also the guy who got stopped with the backpack and threatening people with knives like a year ago, I think it was, in the same vicinity
on the campus grounds.
It's crazy. I mean, because I've said before that I think the killer, they had no blinds or curtains on their back windows of their sliding glass doors.
It was so easy to stalk them because of all those woods in the back.
Yeah.
But here's and I understand where he was coming from with that logic that it had to be somebody that had at least some type of military experience.
Yeah.
I can see where he would get that, but I don't agree with it because, and I could be wrong on this, but I mean, one of my best friends is a Green Beret. I do fully believe that you have to give your DNA before you are sent over for active duty. So I feel like they do have DNA from all 4 bodies that match, not theirs, but all across the board. There's a certain person's DNA that they ran through CODIS, and it's not found. And I feel like if it was a military person, that would be in CODIS, right? I mean, that's just my opinion, and maybe I'm wrong about that, but I know that being a Green Beret, I did ask him today. I texted him the minute I listened to him, and I'm like, do you have to give DNA to be in the military? And he's like, well, Green Beret, yeah, we do when we go active duty. Yes. So
I mean,
I don't know. I can't lean towards that guy being military because I just feel like that would have been a CODIS it.
I'm still leaning like one person brutally stabbed 4 people. I
know
it's a lot. That's a lot to do yourself. Like it's just out there to me. I don't. So
that also brings me back to, is the guy military? Because I'm telling you, like my best friend, like I said, my best friend's a Green Beret. He could probably do that in probably under 10 minutes. Like that's how well trained they are.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe I'm wrong about I mean, I know that he needed to, but because he went active duty over in Afghanistan. So I don't know if they only have to do that if they go active duty in Afghanistan, or if that's just a standard practice of the U.S. military.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody that's in the military, if anybody's in the chat or knows somebody in the chat, would probably be able to answer that better.
Right. Hey, Micro, we're just going to have this panel tonight. If you can hear me, I'm sorry, but tomorrow we'll have a different panel. We'll just have open discussion and stuff, bud. I'm sorry about that.
And Jamie talks too much.
Jamie's fine.
Yeah.
What you say? And see, I heard there was another murder that they was trying to link it to. That was in the next state over now.
I actually was talking about that with Barebones on the last live that we had. I believe there's actually 2 very similar cases, and it's only a few hours from there.
Right.
But I believe, and don't quote me because I didn't do a lot of research on those cases, but I believe each case was just one singular person, but very similar style of murder, if you want to say.
Yeah, they actually ruled that one out. That one's not tied into this one. So yeah, they did. That was actually said too, that one was not. So yeah, I mean, that one's not tied into this one now. So yeah.
How did they rule that out though? Like they don't know who did it, but they can say this guy didn't do it,
Yeah.
but they don't even know who this guy is.
Well, it's like they don't even know who he is. They don't even got the
Really?
knife. They don't got nothing on this guy. That's the reason why people's coming forward to offer their DNA. I mean, next thing we know, the cops are going to be going around saying, "Hey, everybody, give DNA." I mean,
Well, dude, hey, check this out. You never know who it could be. Look at the dude in Texas, the border guy that killed all them people.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's facts. You just never and that goes back to saying what you were saying, Barebones, is like know your neighbors, run a background check on them. Like have cameras everywhere.
But you know what though? A background check on that guy wouldn't have showed nothing except for you would have thought safer because he's a damn police officer.
True. That's very true. I mean, this whole world is going crazy. I will just tell you.
It's nuts. It is crazy. I mean, because we could look at I keep bringing this up, guys. Michael Vaughn. We have nothing on him.
Absolutely nothing.
He just disappeared.
I mean, they know they had said that. Well, they have suspicion that he's deceased, but they don't even know where the bones are at. They don't know nothing. So if they had a tip from inside the jail, why didn't the person come forward that actually knew where he was at, say where he was at? That's what I don't get either. So yeah, I mean, they're actually reaching out to another person now, thinking he's involved in the Michael Vaughn case, and they put it on Facebook, everything else. They're trying to get a hold of him, but he has not contacted back, and they don't know where he's at now. So yeah, they actually trying to get another guy now into this situation. So maybe he knows us something.
That's sad.
I think so. Yeah, that is absolutely so sad. It is. Words can't even describe.
No, it's one thing when an adult gets killed, right? But a child, it's like they ain't even had a chance to even dream about life yet. You know?
Nope. 20, what was he, 5 years old, Michael Vaughn? I think he was 5.
Yep.
And now there's that 7-year-old girl that went missing now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear about that one.
Oh, the stepmother was apparently watching.
Where was this?
The daughter got the 7-year-old got in a fight with the stepmom, and the stepmom let her storm out of the house apparently, and then never did anything about it for an entire hour. She couldn't find her, so she didn't call the husband. She didn't call the cops. She didn't do anything, and now the girl's been missing like for days.
Oh Lord, where is this at?
Oh, Barebones, help me out with that. Where is it at? Because I just listened to Perplex, and I knew you were going to ask me.
I'm really not sure where that's at. Actually,
I've
seen it on YouTube, and that was it.
Yeah, let me look. I just watched Perplex. I should.
Well, I don't watch a lot of TV, so.
I only watch YouTube. I full-heartedly watch every true crime on YouTube.
Yeah, I watch a lot.
Hey, I appreciate the support, really do. I see you
always. So, okay. Athena Strand is her name.
Wow.
Yeah, it's absolutely it's incredibly sad. It's so sad.
There's way too much of this going on right now.
Texas,
There is.
Is that what they're saying? Paradise, Texas.
It's Paradise, Texas.
Yeah, is that what that's saying, Bones?
Yeah, Paradise, Texas is what it says.
Paradise, Texas.
Yeah. There's a lot of. How old was she? 7? 10?
7, and that whole situation is sketchy in itself because the girl was staying at her dad's because the mom was ill, but the biological mother had like full custody, but she was staying there at her dad's for the school year, and then the dad went off on a hunting trip. And apparently after school, the stepmom got in a fight with her and let the 7-year-old, I guess, storm out or what. I don't even know. How do you lose a 7-year-old? How does a grown ass woman get in a fight with a 7-year-old and then just let her walk away?
You don't.
And that's what I'm saying. And especially if you know what it's like to be a stepmom, you are going to be so cautious with that child because you don't want to be that one that something goes wrong on your watch because you're a stepmom, because you're going to be the first person to be looked at.
Oh yeah.
So,
happened with Harmony Montgomery.
yeah, that whole situation and her stories keep changing. I definitely think there's something much deeper that went on there, and
Absolutely.
I don't know. I really fear the worst for this child. I'm praying for the best, but
well, anytime there's a child that goes up, go ahead, Uncle Will.
No, I didn't say nothing.
Anytime there's a child that goes missing, it's a big thing, especially at ages 7.
Yep.
It makes you wonder why or how this child ended up missing, why it ended up missing, what was the person's intent if she was kidnapped, and if she wasn't kidnapped, where would she go? See, there's all kinds of things where we could actually put on a child because they can't defend themselves.
Well,
you know, I mean, they can't say, "Hey, I'm over here." You know, I mean, it just doesn't happen.
And Texas is close to the border, so if they was to get her across the border, they'd never find her.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying.
the only reason why the stepmom looks sketchy is because the Facebook post that she posted was something that people just don't normally say about a kid. Like, she's like, hey, by the way, Athena's missing. So if you see her, call the cops or maybe call me. She's 7 years old, but she doesn't have much common sense. Like, who says that?
Yeah.
About
Who
a
says that? About a 7-year-old. I don't know any 7-year-old that has common sense yet. Like, the rare few at 7 years old have any common sense.
Definitely.
My boys are 11 and 12 and they don't have common sense.
That's what I'm saying. It just does not add up. Her story doesn't add up. Why would you wait an hour to call the cops?
Hell, I know grown ass people that don't have common sense. Let's talk about that.
Why wouldn't you call the father within the first 20 minutes you couldn't find the kid?
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Unless she disappeared all the time and it was a routine thing, you know. But still, though, you're right, though. Why wait?
If a 7-year-old is disappearing all the time, there's something underlying going on in that home.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true, too.
But she, I mean, according to them, I mean, she wasn't known to be a runner.
7 years old, I was all over the place. I'm not even going to lie.
I had ADHD, so I was all over the place.
Uncle Will, times were so much different back then, though. Like, we could be all over the place, and our parents knew we always came home after dark. When the street lights came on, we had to be inside. Our generation, our lives were so much different. And
I rode a bicycle 20 miles.
Yeah, they could always track us to our bicycles.
Right. Yeah. I mean, my parents let me ride my bike to Menards and like carry plywood on my way home from Menards when we were building tree forts. Like, what parents let you do that on the side of a busy road? Not anyone now.
Right.
My mom and dad always said, as soon as you hear it, you'll come home sooner or later. When you get hungry, you'll be home. That's what they always just tell me. So
that's a fact.
I mean,
my parents were like, don't come inside until it's dark.
Yeah,
when it's dark, here's some flashlights. Go play Ghost in the Graveyard.
Hey, we grew up in the best air. I will say that. Now, like the air before us had it hard. And then we started when we was young, we was just starting to get technology. We was getting Nintendos and stuff like that.
Pagers.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Car phones.
Yeah.
They were bag phones first.
Yeah. Them were suitcase phones.
They were bag. Yes, they were suitcase phones. That's what they were.
I do remember those. I remember having my mom and them had one in the middle of the console of the car. So yeah, I remember those.
Yep. $5 a second or some shit.
Right.
Remember when you couldn't call for free till after 7?
Yeah, you'd have to take out a mortgage.
You have to wait till you could.
Damn, we're old.
You have to wait till after 9 before you could call your friends. I was like, why are you going out so late? I couldn't call until 9 o'clock.
Yeah, roll over minutes.
We can't afford that shit.
Oh, that's funny.
We on a McDonald's budget.
Yeah,
I remember that.
And then the damn phones with that long ass cord, and it always looked like shit because it was knotted up everywhere.
By the way, I don't get out much. When the fuck did they stop having a dollar menu?
Yeah, I think they're like $2.50 now or something like that.
I think isn't it like $1.22 or something?
Hey,
dude, inflation is real.
It
We
is
ain't even got
real.
a Dollar Tree no more. We got $1.25 tree.
Yeah,
That's true.
So
I
they
can't.
need to change their name. That's
I
false
can't even shop at the
advertising.
store no more. I'm too broke for that.
hey, this is a true story. I don't eat McDonald's much, and I
I
pulled
don't
through
either.
there. I ordered 2 Whoppers or whatever, or 2 quarter pounders, whatever it was, and it was like $10. And when I pulled up, I was like, "Damn, this place is empty." So I wheeled on through there, and when she brought me my order and told me how much it was, I said, "I see why the parking lot's bare." Now, this is when it first happened. I was like, "Yeah, $10 for 2 damn quarter pounders. I see why there ain't nobody here no more."
Don't dare go to Arby's.
Yeah, I'd rather eat Arby's.
Well, yeah, but it's $20 for 2 damn meals.
Yeah, everything's went up, ain't it?
It is. I mean, if you get, my mom sent me a picture of strawberries for $6.
Yeah, dude.
I was like,
Meat,
what?
a pack of meat is chicken is $15.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy. Everything in Walmart's went up too, like that. All the meat and all that shit.
Yep, but ground chicken is still $5.
A carton of eggs is $5 damn for a
Sure.
dozen
Wow.
eggs. Do you know how many chickens I got running around my place? And my wife still buys fucking eggs. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
It's like, what do we have all them chickens for?
Why does she go buy eggs when you have all those chickens? Those eggs are so much better.
They are.
For me, because I damn sure can't get it out of her. I've been asking her the same thing for 20 years.
They are so much better. They're so much richer, and they have so much more flavor.
I'm going to tell you why. Because they're brown. They're not white. They're not bleached white.
That makes sense.
Now some raisins against the eggs.
I mean, I had to get over. I'm not gonna lie. I did. It took me a hot minute to get over the brown shell.
Yeah,
but
me
once
too.
I did, I was like, wow, I'm never going back.
So my brother raises beef, and all I have to do is just tell him, "Hey man, give me some of that hamburger meat or whatever," and she will not cook it
Because it didn't go through a processing plant.
because she doesn't know what's on it. She's got it in her head that if it wasn't at the butcher shop, if we killed it out there, she doesn't want to eat it.
So here's the thing, that's so much, it doesn't have all those antibiotics pumped into it.
Oh, it's way better. My brother don't do none of that. You know what I mean? Everything really is organic at his place.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
It's just like
I'll
Sherry
go to
just
have
said.
it.
Sherry just said, dang, McDonald's workers are making $15 an hour.
Yeah.
They're
dude.
making $15 an hour here too.
Yep.
It's crazy.
No, 16 here. I'm sorry. 16.
And they still can't put the sandwich together straight.
They never ever. They never get my order right ever.
Never.
No.
Not even once.
I opened up another damn line too.
Yep.
Right.
For
They
somebody
can't
just to hand you the
handle
food.
one line. They got 2 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My second line is just for them to hand you the food.
Hey, what do you think about the damn order it on the board shit as you walk in McDonald's now?
Oh my
Don't that
god.
just piss you off?
Yeah.
So angry. So angry. I'm
You
like,
wanna know
first
what-
off,
Taco Bell too.
I should be getting this meal for free. You're paying them $16 an hour to watch me put my order in.
Hey, you know what pisses me off worse than anything? Going to Walmart, having to run my shit through the self-checkout, and then some bitch wants to stop me at the door and
They
look
want
at
to check your receipt.
You know what I tell them? Hey, fucker, if you'd have been over there doing your job, you wouldn't have to worry about me stealing. If you trust me enough to run my shit through the cash register, call the police if you think I stole something, because I ain't giving you my bags or my damn receipt.
Don't forget to mention you bagged it too.
Boy, my wife gets mad about that shit too.
Oh, Lord.
Don't put me in Walmart no more. Hey, the man has done got so used to me, he looks away from me when I come through there.
He's afraid of you.
He just knows. And I be telling them ladies, why are y'all showing them people your receipt? There ain't no damn way in hell.
I walk right past him too.
Yeah.
I just turn my head like I didn't see him and I just keep walking.
Yeah. Hey, so when they say, let me see your receipt, just say, I wish I would. That's all you got to say.
I'm going to say,
They've
call
never
him
once
for
asked for mine.
I hated that though, because I worked at Walmart and I actually hurt my foot at work at Walmart pushing carts. And imagine that. So I actually did that, and I hurt my foot. I had to go through all this doctor stuff, and they put me up front checking receipts. And I don't know, there was a lot of people I asked for. I was like, hey, can I see your receipt? And they just run. It's like, are you serious? I had a guy come through and tell me it was none of my business. It was them people up front has a hard job dealing with people every single day.
They usually put Bones. I hate to tell you this, but they usually put the mentally handicapped ones up front.
Oh, do they? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, not here for sure. Is that a joke or is that for real? For real?
I think that
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to laugh like that. I think it just came out.
He was kidding.
Okay, guys,
Yeah,
he's kidding. It's a joke, guys.
But they probably put you up there at that time because you hurt your foot.
Oh,
no. Okay. So, I see what you're getting at.
But he made a joke out of it, and we all thought it was funny.
Yeah. So,
Sorry.
guys, don't take that out of context. It was a joke towards me.
It was a joke.
So, yes, I could just imagine now, too, guys.
Well, and I'm mentally handicapped. That's why I thought it was so funny.
Be unsubscribing from me by the masses.
I know, right? I'm like, dang, Will, you said, yeah.
Well, if somebody on the panel is handicapped and they don't think it's funny, but I thought it was funny, they can just go ahead and go somewhere else.
Yeah,
Bones.
Yeah,
you do realize they got a thing that pushes the carts for you, right?
They do, but it wasn't working.
Oh,
yeah,
it
wasn't working. So here I am. Here I am outside pushing these.
You can't check receipts or run the damn buggy machine.
I couldn't. I'm like, what can I do now? I'm like, dang. So anyways, they ended up putting me. I even got my buggy stolen daily. That I said it. I seriously did. That's no lie. I seriously did. Daily, I got my buggy stolen.
You should have started a YouTube channel called The Streets of Walmart.
Hey, I wonder why they put them GPS sensor wheels on there. They stole your buggy. Y'all seen that? Have y'all seen that yet? Did they got that at y'all's Walmart yet?
What?
I'm being serious. If you look down, there's one wheel on the front that's white. And what it is if it gets out of range, it locks that wheel down so they can't walk off with the carts no more.
Yeah. We do got that.
That's serious.
I actually got at Target, but not at our Walmarts yet.
Yeah. The first time I seen that, I was like, what in the world? And my wife
is fancy.
I actually tried to ride the buggy, and this is, guys, this is a true story. How I know this, Uncle Will, I tried to ride the buggy out to my car because my foot was hurting, and it got halfway there, and it didn't go no more. That is just serious. I'm serious. That actually happened.
Park all the way down at the other end of the lot.
Well, I couldn't even get it back inside.
I left it right there.
It did. I left it, and I just got in my car and left, guys. I'm sorry, but
now we know why they put you at the front of the store.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't even get in my car hardly. I was like, I'm gonna ride this thing to my car. It's gonna be so nice. And I get there and just like, why isn't it going? Yeah, that's what happened.
Bone, you'd be at like 50,000 subscribers right now if you had a YouTube channel called The Streets of Walmart and you just recorded all that stuff.
So much stuff happens at Walmart. It is crazy what happens at Walmart, guys. I mean, if you had a camera and you just walked around Walmart all day, you could literally probably start a channel.
Hey,
there's a whole thing dedicated to people of Walmart. Like, you had the best seat in the house.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever seen the YouTube channel that the guy went around bitching at everybody about not putting the buggies back at Walmart?
No.
Oh, he about got his ass whooped a few times. That was serious. Now, that ain't even a joke. Did you say that? He used to go and he would film people not putting the buggy back, and he would talk shit to them. I mean, straight shit to them about being lazy and this and that. He got runned off a few times, and I was like, yep. You gonna mess
I'm gonna have to check that out for sure.
Yep, you're gonna catch the right one over a damn Walmart shopping.
There's so much stuff at Walmart that happens at Walmart, guys. It is crazy. When I worked there was some of the stupidest stuff going on. And if I had a camera, you could seriously make a whole YouTube channel just out of what happens at Walmart. That's no lie. I mean, people
it's rough in these Walmart streets.
Yeah, and that is no lie, guys. No lie. I mean, yeah, I worked there.
Black Friday can be rough.
Did anyone go to Black Friday?
No,
I didn't either.
I did go shopping on Black Friday, but Walmart was not open on Black Friday.
I'm scared.
Right.
Because of all of the lawsuits. So they were not open on Black Friday. And actually, most of the stores didn't open until like 6 a.m. on Friday. So
Yeah.
there was
Hey,
like no
you-
overnight shopping.
Look here, a man ain't got no business out on Black Friday anyway. You don't get in between a woman and a deal to start with.
Right.
You ain't
That's
doing-
right. I mean, they even had parking spots dedicated to Black Friday this year.
Yeah. They said they made a lot of money though on online.
Oh, I'm sure they did. I mean, look at Cyber Mondays. That's huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
I would rather spend my money from home too. I ain't getting beat up over that shit.
No, I didn't go. There was a Christmas thing there that I wanted. I need that was a good time to Christmas shop too, but that's what half of the people are doing on Black Friday.
Yeah,
It's
trying to
Christmas
get
shopping.
I
Dude.
only go Black Friday shopping to People Watch. I literally go to People Watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I could have been born a man because I absolutely despise shopping.
I don't like
with
shopping.
people.
Yeah.
I
And by
bought
people, I mean like not my inner circle. I mean like, yeah, no, I just can't stand. I hate everybody equally except for my inner circle.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't go shopping. Like when my wife wants to go shopping, I'm like, go shopping. I mean, I go with her sometimes, guys, but not all the time because I'm like, why do I want to go to the store and walk around and just watch her throw groceries in the cart and ask me how many groceries we need, what we need, how many of it we need? I'm like, I don't know. Do you think I go take pictures of everything to the cupboards and just this is what we need for the groceries? I mean, that's what she acts like. So I don't go grocery shopping, guys. I'm like, just go pick it out. I mean, come on. So
I
yeah.
do that shit online.
Grocery shopping, I definitely order and have either brought to my house or brought to my car.
I ain't never-
That's what we started doing is out to the car. And half the time I'm the one that goes and picks it up, the online orders up, which I have no problem with that. So, but it just going, I went on Walmart the other day to look for a green screen. And
hold on now. Let me get this right. So I have to bag my groceries so you can pick your shit up in the parking lot.
Yes.
yeah,
That's some bull.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That is a thing, Uncle Will.
Me and the people at Walmart are gonna have to talk about that shit. Because
Uncle Will, you got to start doing that. You got to order it on the app and then just roll up in your car and they just throw it in the back and then you drive off.
yeah, but that makes no sense. I got to bag my groceries so Bones can order his on the phone.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's
they'll
what
bring it to
happens.
the damn boat.
Yeah, I don't know if they have deliveries or not, but I know all you got to do is just order online and then just go pick it up and they'll bring it right out to your vehicle.
Yeah, see, that's not right.
Yeah, I don't go grocery shopping. I seriously, I've actually thought about going to Walmart on lives and like maybe like doing like something. I don't know, guys. I thought about doing like a live shopping thing, just talking and vlogging. And I'm like, I don't know. I ended up that's something I was going to do with the second channel is do something like that. But then I went on with the Upchurch Fans podcast thing. So I was like, well, maybe I can still go to Walmart and do shopping and vlog and stuff. Because a lot of people's like, what happened today? What did you do today? So I need to get better at that stuff. So yeah.
Hey, there's a guy in Russia that's on YouTube, and he goes around and shows the gas prices and all that. Being like when they started the gas crunch and all, on fuel. And he was doing pretty damn good, man. Now, his English was kind of broken up a little bit, but you could understand what he was saying. And he seemed like a real down-to-earth type person, and I was checking him out. And they paid like $1 something a gallon in Russia.
Wow.
Yeah, their
That's
gas
crazy.
is cheaper than ours, man, but their food is outrageous.
Yeah. Like I said, what is a thing of milk is what, like $5? Is it? Am I wrong? Right?
No, you're right there. I think
Okay.
it's like four
Close.
something.
How much is gas where y'all are at?
So the other day here in the South End, it was $2.90 something. And I looked at my friend and I was like, what's wrong with it?
It's
What was
$3.30.
that, guys?
What, 4?
It's $3.30 here. But and not no jokes aside, right? Everybody
404.
rice, sugar, and stuff that they can put up, because I do not trust what's going on right now. In a blink of an eye, life as we know it can change just like that.
Right.
And people don't even realize how unstable we are right now. And it's kind of because if you try to say that, they think that you're just being a conspiracy theory. And it's like,
They're
no,
not.
right now, anything we are not stable or safe with Joe Biden.
Yeah.
No, my mom was actually reading somewhere that they are doing some kind of like, they did some kind of cell transplant and they're like growing their own meat in a lab.
Oh wow.
So we've got to watch for that now.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. Now I'm gonna tell you something that
I won't be buying any lab meat.
y'all are not gonna believe me, right? But you do your own research on this. But like this bottled water and all this shit, you know what they're doing with human people now?
What
I
is
don't
that?
want to know, do I?
Yeah, if I told you, you'd think I was lying to you. But
Not what's going on.
they're recycling them in the water.
I
Now
believe it.
Now
You
what?
got to look up what I just told you.
I believe it.
Now I want everybody that's listening to me right now to, when you get off of this podcast with us, I want you to go look up what I just said to you.
And what is it again, Uncle Will?
They're recycling people into drinking water because your body is 90% water. My papa told me that, and I thought he was lying to me. I was like,
Yeah.
"Get the hell out of here with that shit." He's like, "I'm serious," and he showed it to me. Look it up real quick, Bones.
I was just trying to, and I'm like, I was trying to Google.
Yeah, I don't have my laptop on me.
I'm really thirsty.
Oh no, don't forget.
That's crazy.
Has somebody else looked it up?
Now I feel like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh my god.
No, the states.
I mean, I believe it 100%.
Yeah, with everything else going on, why not?
Oh yeah, they're
Right.
hey, they're damn putting people. They're taking people and putting them up. What's that shit that they used to do that they were starting to do a lot of composting? They're doing that too.
With human
Running out of space is what it is. They're running out of designated space to put people. And you know, what's the biggest town where you live at?
Town or city?
The city, the biggest city.
Chicago?
Yeah. All right. So how many people do you think die in Chicago every day?
Every day? That's a lot. Probably 50, 60 easily.
How many funerals do you see a day?
Oh, a lot.
A lot.
Probably at least 30 a day. Probably processions.
We don't see that here, and I wonder where all the people go.
Yeah,
I wonder where all the people go.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard one to talk about. Like,
it's just something that people need to realize. You know, we all live in this fake little world, like everything's okay, and it's not. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do believe in being able to take care of yourself. And 50 pounds of rice will go a long way, and it's very cheap. And if you waste it, so be it. But if you eat it, it's there. And my wife told me, well, what about the bugs that's going to be in it? I was like, if your stomach is really growling and you're hungry, it's not going to know the difference.
Hey, Casey, this is all we're going to have tonight on the panel is just this. Tomorrow night, I'll be back at 9. So, yeah.
But people really do need to take and put up for themselves. And 50 pounds of rice will feed your family for a long time. People get tired of eating it, but I promise you, if you're hungry, it's there.
Oh, no. Rice is great. Don't get me wrong. I love rice. I mean, especially white rice, and you boil it down. You boil it and then some butter and some sugar in there. Oh, God, that's so good.
Have you guys ever had jasmine rice?
I love jasmine rice.
I do too. I love it. Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Mine too.
Stuff that you could use rice for, you know what I mean? And you can use it as a filler. And I worry about people. I really do, because a lot of people can't take care of themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, rice that was to happen, and God forbid if it did, right? But if something really bad was to happen, my son tried to tell me, "Oh, Dad, I'll be out there on that river fishing." I was like, "Buddy, you and everybody else around here, you'll be standing shoulder to shoulder. That river will be fished out in 2 days.
Right.
Then what are you going to do?"
And not to mention, they'll be fighting over catches.
Yeah,
It'll be horrible.
yeah. So if you feel like I do, that's the easiest and cheapest thing you can do is buy rice to put up.
Makes
Right.
sense.
I mean, we always had rice as a kid too, a lot, you know,
Right.
because you could, you know, cook a bunch of rice and just put it up and then put it in your refrigerator and then, you know, reheat it and reheat it. You know, it's kind of like beans, you know?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
So, I
see,
mean,
I love beans now. Lima beans,
Oh, yeah.
black eyed peas, anything like that. I love that.
Yeah.
Butter beans are my favorite.
Yeah. Snap peas.
I absolutely love food like that, guys. But I'm don't get me wrong. I mean, lately I need to go on a diet. I need to go on a diet.
Me too.
We all
So, yeah.
do.
Right. But we also just had Thanksgiving, so let's cut us some slack here.
Yeah,
COVID was a bitch. Let's just
it
face
was.
It was
It
a
was.
bitch.
Did you guys get a vaccine at COVID?
Hell no.
Absolutely not.
Will didn't. You didn't. I did. I got one.
Yeah, I did not.
I didn't get sick.
I had COVID before they knew it was COVID.
Yeah,
Okay.
my wife had it a year before they knew it was COVID.
Wow.
I had 2 family members die from the vaccine, so no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you have some kind of chest cold, and they sent me home. I couldn't talk for 2 months. I had no voice.
See, now my wife always donated blood, and like the little blood drive that's out in front of Walmart, she always does it. And they sent a letter to the house saying, "Hey, on such and such date, you tested positive for the coronavirus. Will you come back and donate again? Your blood will help save lives." And I'm sitting there looking at the date, and I'm like, and I still got the paper. I was like, holy shit, this is a year before anybody even knew what COVID was.
Right.
Yeah.
Crazy. That is crazy.
I mean,
Yeah,
I know there's
like November 2019 is when that happened to me.
I got COVID. I did end up getting COVID, and I'm high risk. But I did end up getting COVID, and I lost my taste buds and my smell. And I still, it is a year and almost a half later, and I still do not have my taste buds back.
Damn.
Yep, my mom's got long haul COVID, and she's still messed up from it.
I can't. Everything I used to love tastes awful. Awful.
That sucks. I hate that for you, Johnny.
I mean, it's helping me keep some of the weight off I gained during COVID, so that helps. But it sucks.
Do your like body sprays and normal typical like hand sanitizer stuff smell off to you?
It's everything. Everything smells off to me.
So
I mean, I could be
gave
in
my
a room
mom
and
like
go,
go ahead. Sorry.
I could be in a room and I'm like, oh my god, I smell diesel fuel, and they're like, what?
So
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I gave my mom these Bath and Body Works hand sanitizers, and she was like, "Oh no, they smell like shit."
Yeah, that
And I was like,
happens.
"Oh," and she's like, "No, they literally smell like poop." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And it's like apples and pumpkin, and I was like, "Oh, all right." I was like, she's like, "No, it's just that's how they smell to me after this COVID."
Candles that I used to love, I had to toss.
Yeah,
They smell horrible.
what
Yeah,
did just because it smelled bad or what?
Yeah, like nothing smells the same anymore. Like orange juice does not smell like orange juice. It smells like pure acid. It just smells like acid.
Huh.
I used to love orange juice.
Right.
I drink it a lot. I can't even take a sip of it. It makes me gag. It just tastes like puke. Like literally that's if I could explain it, like that like acidic puke.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like.
And that's what they said too, is it would take away your taste buds and stuff. And now has that ever came back or no?
No, I haven't had them for about a year and a half now.
Wow. So they're
Year and
gone.
a half they've been
That
gone.
sucks. That
You
sucks.
get COVID again, right?
I did. I think I did get a small case of it again, but I mean, I didn't. It was not even nearly as severe. But I mean, I already didn't have taste buds, so I was like, well, this is the same.
Hey, now my job, I had to deal with all kinds of truck drivers, and them guys, man, I about got in so many fights trying to make them stay in their truck, right? Because I changed tires, and it's like, what the fuck do you got to be out here for? You
Right.
can't do it. That's why I'm here. Go sit in your truck. All you doing is getting up on me for no reason. And man, it was bad. It was bad.
They would like stand right behind you, right? They stand right at your back.
Yeah, and it's like, I think they was being perverted, to be honest. I don't trust them truck drivers.
It's very possible.
Oh, they desperate.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I used to get mad about that, man. And my buddy was like,
Right.
man, you can get mad at your money. And I was like, yeah, but I ain't trying to make money like that, homeboy. That ain't my style of making money.
Yeah.
Ain't doing fans only over here.
Oh Lord.
Well, you deal with a lot of truck drivers, though, right? That's all. Is that what you do? Is deal with
I've been hit
trucks?
on a few times, man.
Right.
I ain't the right one for that. I don't care what nobody's sexual beliefs are, right? But
Right.
you can tell 2 minutes talking to me that I ain't that way.
Yeah.
I ain't with it, you know. You do what you want, but don't try to force that shit on me. You know.
Right.
I've been around some truck drivers, man, and they're nasty. A lot of them are nasty. So women, do not date truck drivers. That's the moral of the story.
That's a new one to me. I did not know that.
Don't date felons either. That ain't pretty.
Felons. Is
That's
that what
crazy.
felons?
Yeah, that's what she said.
I've been to prison twice.
I'm talking about my ex-husband specifically, not you.
Oh, well, I was young though when I got in trouble.
Well, he didn't learn his lesson. This is his third time, and he's in there right now. So.
Oh shit.
That's always a bad one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long has he got, Scuba?
5 years this time.
5 years. Then
Yeah, our kids will be 17 and 18 when he gets out this time.
And you've been with him all 3 times?
Oh hell no! I left him the first time.
Oh, okay. I was going to
Good
say,
for you, Scuba.
Yeah, I left him on Christmas Eve, and he was like, "What? It's Christmas," and I was like, "Merry Christmas."
Yeah, there you go.
Merry
That's
Christmas,
exactly how it
went. One thing, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you're good. Tana says female trucker here. I agree with him most definitely.
Yeah, a lot of them are nasty, man. More than what you think. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. It's like I don't know if them being in the truck and them having a lot of time to think on their own. Now, and I know a couple truck drivers that's not, but for the most part, yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah.
You've been listening to Power Stroke, haven't you?
No.
Oh, he's always saying, "Yeah, man." I'm always laughing at him like that. Like he's like, "Yeah, man." I'm like, I don't know. I just started I walked into my house one night and I was like, "Yeah, man. Yeah, man." It's just funny, guys. But Power Stroke's a cool dude. I absolutely love Power Stroke. So
Me too.
it was really funny. So when you said, "Yeah, man," I was like, "Have you been listening to Power Stroke?"
Okay,
Not too much.
Saying the same thing about truck drivers. That's why I was like, nah. No, I like Power Stroke too, though.
Yeah, Power Stroke's a good dude. Good,
I like
good,
his dad, dude. Rusty Truck.
Rusty Truck.
Rusty
Yeah,
Truck
Yeah,
is
man.
amazing.
Well, he's
Dude,
very
he's a freaking
intelligent.
savage.
Yeah, but he's very intelligent. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Very, very much so.
And he's also kind-hearted too. You can tell that. And,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna put up with no crap.
No, he raised a good boy.
Yes,
I think that's why I respect about him so much, is being open. You know. So yeah, I like that. I was raised that way, so open. So that's always a good thing. To be honest.
Yeah, my mama told me to speak my mind because she didn't get to when she was younger, and I'll be damned if she was going to have a daughter that had to sit down and shut up.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing, man.
So what good shows have you guys been watching on Netflix? Any?
I haven't really turned on my Netflix in a while, actually. I've been pretty much just watching Twin Paranormal on here. And then I watched you today. And then
I ended up watching myself today for the first time in a while. I normally don't watch myself. I done a video today, and I was like, it was my second video of harsh reality, and I was like, I don't know, I had to watch it because I just had a feeling that I don't know. I get those feelings sometimes, but I haven't watched a video of myself in probably about a week, 2 weeks.
listen, I made
And I
a
was just
shout
like,
out to your channel, new channel today, and I fumbled that whole thing. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. He'll know what I mean.
yeah, I know what you mean on my music reaction on there. Yeah, like I said, guys, I'm not going to monetize videos over there. So yeah.
Hey, has anybody heard of Ghost of Carmel, Maine?
Who
I
is
have
it?
not.
Ghost of Carmel, Maine.
No.
Carmel, Maine is in Maine, and the name of
M-A-N-E?
Carmel, just like caramel candy. Y'all go check that out.
Okay.
I have to do that.
Yeah, hey, it's real. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I ain't gonna spoil it for you, but go back to his older videos and start in the very beginning. Don't even watch nothing that he's posted new. Go back to the old ones and start. And you tell me what you think about that next time we get on panel together.
Okay.
Next week, Bones, that's what we'll talk about.
That's cool.
Hey,
Yeah.
because I'm going to tell you right now, it's worth everybody that hears it, me saying it, it's worth watching. If you believe in paranormal, it's worth watching.
Oh yeah, that'll be worth something doing that. I love that stuff actually. Well, I don't like doing it, but I mean, I like watching it. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I could not. I couldn't be that close. I promise.
Right.
So it's a date. We're all going to watch that. And then next week, we'll all reconvene.
Yeah.
Make sure
There
you
you
bring your snacks. Nothing too loud so we don't hear you crunching. I'm talking about myself.
People in the comments too. Y'all watch Paranormal Maine, and then everybody will have something to talk about next week. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna blow your mind.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Hey,
that would be
keep
fun.
in mind now, everything in the beginning, I don't know about now, but everything in the beginning was recorded off of a cheap cell phone.
Okay. Sometimes those are the best.
Yeah. And that's what I heard too. But
I've checked it out.
Right now, y'all are gonna see some shit that you're not gonna believe, and it's been on Paranormal TV and all over. This dude's stuff has. I'll give you one little hint, just because I ain't good about keeping surprises. But the place was an old mortuary back in the early or late 1800s.
Okay.
I'm already interested.
Yep, I'm there.
It's crazy. It is crazy.
I've spoken a little bit about my abilities on here before, so.
And for a long time, this guy wouldn't monetize because I don't know if he didn't want to not be believed, if that's what it was, where nobody could say, oh, you're doing it for the money. I think now he sells t-shirts and stuff like that. And for a long time, he opened up the place. And I don't know if he does it anymore. I ain't watched it probably in about a year, but I'm going to tell you, it's good stuff though.
I have to watch that. I'll have to watch it. I love paranormal stuff. Where I'm from, we have a lot of that history over here too. So yeah. I like that stuff.
So I didn't know till yesterday, but Twin Paranormal actually went to Truckee and went to the train tunnels, and they're really haunted.
Huh.
The train tunnels?
Yeah.
I believe that.
Now, let me ask y'all something. Has anybody done any research about Truckee?
I have not personally, no.
Yeah. What's the deal with the Truckee Way? What does that mean?
It's basically whatever happens there, you better keep your mouth shut. I mean, that is really the Truckee way. I mean, there have been, I've watched the documentary. There have been more mysterious deaths there than, and they're clearly claiming them as suicide or accidental when they're definitely foul play. I mean, anybody could see the documentary and go, yeah, that's definitely not how that happened.
Yep, that's pretty much the gist I got out of it. And it's like
so it's a Truckee way.
Handle it, and nobody outside does.
Right. And if you live in Truckee, you're basically just keep your mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
Next, in other words.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
Truckee definitely has some weird vibes going on with the place.
Oh yeah.
See, now, I said about the coroner being the sheriff. I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of money in organs.
Yes, and everybody in any type of decent position there is related. So, in some way, shape, or form.
That's great.
Yeah, there's a big market in that. I watched a documentary about that, and excuse me, it was pretty bad, I must say. So yeah.
Yeah, see, and them, they needed a lung or a kidney, and there wasn't nowhere else to get it. You had the money. If it's going to keep you alive, what the hell's $100,000? You know what I mean? And,
yeah, definitely.
And it ain't nothing to kill somebody to get it.
Yeah, there's enough of that goes on in this world for sure. I mean, there's so much stuff going on.
I honestly think that's where a lot of these missing people go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it very well could be. You're very well right. It very well could be. I mean, it does happen, and that's facts.
Yeah, see, and I don't know if a lot of you know this or not, but I've got a child. My youngest is 15. And I tell her when she goes off with her buddy, I don't care if you two get mad at one another. If you're out doing something you ain't supposed to be doing and you're scared to call somebody because you know that you call anyway. You know what I mean? Do not leave one another. And I actually showed them a few cases on here. And they was like, because, they're country kids. They're raised in a swamp. They're not used to nothing like that. They ride four-wheelers and they might not pass a vehicle all day. So they don't really, you know what I mean? They don't really get out.
Right.
Try to explain to them, no, there's bad people out there.
You have to do that in this society, unfortunately. I mean, I say the same thing to my kid all the time. Anytime he leaves the house, I say, I don't care if you are doing the worst thing in the world. If there's a situation, you pick up the phone. As long as you call me and you're honest with me, I will get you out of it or get you out of the situation. You're not going to yell at you. I'm not going to scream at you. I will be more than happy that you were mature enough to pick up the phone and call.
The worst thing that I've ever felt was my son was across the state. His buddy had moved and he wanted to go stay a couple of nights with him, and I allowed him to. And they was about 6 hours from here. And I get a phone call from the boy's mama, and I could tell that something wasn't right. Well, they done let the boys drink, and my son bowed up at the stepdad. And I heard it. And I'm like, I'm going to tell you right now, if something happens to my kid, it's not going to be good. But the whole time I'm trying to get there to him, right?
Right.
And the stepdad was trying to jump on my son. Now, when I got there, him and all his buddies was out there. I just got my kid and left. But I swore up and down if I ever seen that dude again, it was going to be a bad day. But that was just scary, man, because you can't get there quick enough. You know what I'm saying? And I have where I'm going. I've never been there. That was a bad feeling. And I told him, I was like, don't ever do that shit to me again. Because he went out there so he could go drink him a couple of beers. And I was like, bro, you ain't got to do that. But see, I don't drink. I was like, man, if you got to drink that bad, if you want to try it that bad, you know what I mean? Say something to me. I'll drink with you at the boat or something and let, you know.
Do it here.
He don't drink no more. He's grown now, but that was so scary. Man, I was so worried that they was going to hurt him or kill him or whatever before I could get there. And man, I don't know. That just traumatized me. You know what I mean?
You're driving in a panic too. And I mean, it's putting you in a really bad situation.
Yeah. And I told my wife, she went with me. I was like, yep, this probably might be the end of our life tonight. Because if they hurt him, I swore to God I was going to kill that dude. And they didn't. But come to find out, he had got mouthy with the dude. But it's like, how do you bow up at a 16-year-old kid anyway? You let him drink. Do you not realize, you know what I mean, the responsibility that you got? You can't let his mouth get to you after you let him drink. He's never drank before a day in his life.
Right.
Yeah, that pissed me off. You don't do that with people's kids.
Never.
No.
No. And you know what? The dude was actually a prison guard. He actually worked for the state of Florida. He doesn't know more. And not over that. He done something else stupid, but it's just like, you think you know these people, but you really don't. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one daughter that's 19 and I got one daughter that's 3, so that would scare me. But I've always told my older daughter too, I was like, if you have any problems, call me.
Yeah.
I would rather you call me than you try to ride home with somebody else or even drive home or something like that. Call me and I will come pick you up. And I will make sure that you're to where you're going to go safely,
We talked about it the next day. I never said nothing to him on the way home that night. But yeah, I waited till the next day to talk to him after he'd calmed down and I'd calmed down, because if he'd have smarted off me, I probably would have beat his ass too then. I was so bro, I try not to get angry, but I was already geared up. Like I was fixing to have to kill that dude.
Yeah, you were already getting ready to like get into something to get your kid out of it.
Gone, yeah. So I knew the smartest thing I'd do was just get him in the truck and get gone. Yeah, it was a bad deal. I don't recommend that for nobody. But
yeah, I don't blame you.
No, his phone wouldn't work out there. You know what I mean? He couldn't call me.
Oh.
And it was just, it was a bad deal.
Yeah, it's always a bad deal to get something from your family, a call from your family. I was talking to someone the other night. I'm like, look, if I get a phone call at say 4 o'clock in the morning or anytime after 12, I know something's wrong with somebody.
Oh yeah.
So I always used to I always used to turn my phone off, and now I always keep my phone on. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I keep it on for sure.
Just because of that reason. That way, because the reason why I do, because I woke up to a phone call the next morning of one of my family members, and I was like, ever since then, I'm like, I'm just gonna keep my phone on. So yeah.
Same thing happened to me. I'm like, oh no, I got to keep this on now.
Yeah. It's crazy how that stuff happens, guys. I mean, here 1 minute and gone the next. I mean, it's that easy. So never know.
Nope.
So, hey, I'm excited for everybody to go watch Gus Coleman. I think y'all are going to be surprised.
Yeah, we're going to definitely watch that and reconvene.
Yeah. Hey, it's going to be, it's going to scare you. There's some stuff in there that's going to scare you. You won't think the same about paranormal again. I promise you that.
I love paranormal stuff, so
yeah,
I'm in.
Y'all be watching it tonight, I'm sure. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's wild. It is wild.
I'll have to watch it, and I'm trying to find something else on Netflix to watch too. I'm trying to find something else.
Watch that Mindhunters.
That's what it's called. Okay, yes. Mindhunters.
Mindhunters.
Okay,
Mindhunters. Forgot when you got off the other night.
I did. I actually looked at on my phone, and yeah, it wasn't on there no more. So yeah, Mindhunters. Yes.
Mindhunters. You will love it.
What are they looking for? Mines?
It's like they are going through the recorded tapes of famous serial killers, and they are trying to decipher what makes them do what they do. But then there's also like an inner story to the detective, and his family and his child is actually a little off. So there's it's like a story inside of a story, but it's mainly the detectives going out and interviewing old serial killers with the old recorded tapes that they had previously from the actual interviews. And they explained to these detectives of why they kind of did what they did. And it's extremely interesting because they took a lot of the facts from the actual interview recorded tapes, apparently. So
actually talking to the serial killer now.
It is staged as the serial killers are in jail and they're going and seeing them, and they're trying to decipher what the difference is between a normal brain and what happens psychologically with somebody that is a serial killer. So when they go and interview these famous serial killers, they're explaining to them why they did what they did, whether it was childhood trauma with their mother, or they have mommy issues, or they had fetishes. And it's just extremely interesting because it was a lot of the stuff was taken from the actual interviews from the tapes.
Wow.
So.
See, now I want to say I seen some advertisement about where they was talking about now they could actually do something like with the photographs of the mine and be able to tell if somebody's a serial killer or not before they ever even do anything.
Wow.
Yeah, the mind mapping.
Yeah, ain't that crazy?
It is crazy.
So wouldn't you like to know if you're a serial killer or not before you ever even killed anybody?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to know that, to be real honest with you. Like, if they like map my brain, they're like, hey, by the way, you know, you're gonna start killing people at about this age. I'm like, well, you should probably take me out now. Like, let's not get there.
Hey, I could tell you a side business you could start. You could do some insurance scams with some people for sure. So, hey, I'm already going to be a serial killer. It only costs $9.99 to put them on the list.
That's funny.
Great idea.
I can't help it. That's the way my mind works, man.
Yeah,
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I might as well just charge up on my credit cards.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
why would you? So would you do it? Would you actually take the test, Uncle Will?
Yeah, I'd take it.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd take it. Hell
Well,
yeah.
I know I'm not, so I would take it anyways. But
I mean, I would take it because I know I'm not. But like,
Yeah.
how do you like? Do you really know?
Hey,
I don't think so.
Let me say this, right? A lot of people didn't know they were serial killers till something set them off and put
Exactly
them in
right. Yeah.
True.
All the people that say they aren't serial killers are serial killers.
That's right. Hey,
I'm not a serial killer. Low key, I am. Like, what?
Let me wait until tomorrow.
That's my side hustle, guys.
Check back with me tomorrow.
Yeah.
that's right. Oh shit!
Black Friday at Walmart can change you.
Yeah.
Your life permanently.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hey,
It's crazy.
so my mind always, I don't know, my mind is always about ways to make money and stuff. And I started to get on here and tell people how to do it, different things. But I don't know. I can't ride. Let me ask you this: if you seen a $20 bill on the ground, would you drive past it? If you could clearly see it was $20 on the ground, would you just leave it there and drive past it, or would you stop and pick it up?
I would totally pick it up because I would. I don't know why.
What if I told you probably on a weekly basis, you probably pass by anywhere from $50 to $100 every week that you don't even realize is there.
Oh man, I do. Do I really?
Everybody does.
That
that's
very
an
well could be
interesting
very
fact.
true.
Yeah, everybody does. Listen, so on trash day, when people throw stuff away that's scrap metal, it's so easy just to grab it and throw it in the back of your truck. You ain't got to take it and turn it in right then. If I showed you my yard right now, you'd say, Uncle Will, are you kin to Fred Sanford?
If I showed you my yard, they'd be
I'm
like,
coming,
"Are your
Elizabeth."
house in foreclosure?" I'm just kidding.
My wife gets pissed, right? She really does. She doesn't bother me anymore because a long time ago, there was a few times when we really needed that money and it was out there for me to go get, right? So she doesn't bother me too much no more. But people don't realize how much money they pass by every day. No matter if it's, and I made one video talking about pallets, right? People don't realize pallets are free. I guarantee you there's somewhere within probably 30 to 40 miles of a big city that buys pallets. If you had a pickup truck, you could load pallets up and take them down there and they'd buy them. You probably could make $100 a week easy, not even going out of your way.
Well, I don't know how it is out by you, but like out where I live, like I'm about 40 minutes outside of Chicago.
Right.
We have people that legitimately drive the streets all the time picking up scrap. Like they're just companies that pick up scrap.
Right. What about plastic? I bet you plastic's recyclable where you're at too. I bet you they buy it.
They don't buy it. No, we just throw it in that
Are
blue
you sure?
bin. I mean, I don't know. Do they buy
I bet
it?
they do.
I have to look that up. I don't think that they do because they.
Well, now they recycle a lot of plastic. I bet you there's some bottles that even say it on it. If a nickel here or a nickel there. I know some of y'all have seen that, right?
Yeah, they always say they have oh, this is 5 cents for glass bottles or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, not in Illinois. We're the most corrupt state in the United States.
Illinois selling them themselves.
So Illinois does nothing for us.
Right. But I'm just telling you though, there really is. There's all kinds of stuff that you could do. Like you have to open your mind to it and be wanting to do it. Like
I'm always looking to invest in something.
what about store
Definitely.
in a thrift store? If you could get an old building somewhere that nobody else even really wants, but that you could get really, really cheap, and you could go around. You don't have to buy every top storage unit. You could always just bid on the lower ones and get them. And not only that, you could help people in the community that need stuff. But there's so much stuff, man, that you could get. Like Pops, my Pops up here, he's 80 years old. And let me tell you something. He don't need no money. He doesn't have to never work again. He, I don't even want to say what he could do, but let me tell you something. I bring refrigerators and stoves out here, and he fixes them, dryers, washing machines. He takes them to the thrift store up there and lets the lady up there sell them, and she gives them so much money, and they got a deal worked out. But maybe that's where I get what I get from is from being around him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he's a shrimper. He's got 2 big shrimp boats back here that he goes out once or twice a week. So he doesn't need to do that extra stuff, but that's just what he does. So anything that you could do from yard sales in your yard, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you could do to make extra money. You have to open your mind up to it and look for it. A lot of people just close it off.
What's big around here is barnwood.
Yeah.
Yes, and yes, Beetlejuice does run our city, and I do not support her. So
Beetlejuice.
yeah, I do not support her at all. I will not say anything nice about her whatsoever. They are making comments that Beetlejuice runs Chicago, and I'm well aware of it, and I really do not like it. But that's why I live 40 minutes outside of Chicago.
Hey, what part? Well, hell, I hate to ask you that, but let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of Monroe, Illinois?
Monroe, that's Southern Illinois.
Yeah, Monroe.
No, I've heard of Monroe, Illinois, but not Maroa.
Yeah, it's Monroe, Illinois.
That's got to be really far south.
I don't remember where it is. I lived there for a little while when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Real young, yeah.
Was it really farm country?
It was farm country. I remember having one school and a couple silo grains and one little country store. And I remember sodas was like 15 cents, and it had the machine where you put it in. And when you pulled it straight out, and it only would let one bottle out. You remember them, the old Coke machines that had the little small door on it?
Yeah.
The Cokes were stacked on top of one another. And when you pulled it out the little metal rack, another one would fall in its place. Yep, I used to get that in the Charleston tube. My dad he operated equipment for the state, and what he did is he plowed snow and all that stuff. But when they was changing over trucks, he went and showed them how the new equipment worked, and that's what he did. He went from state to state, but he died when we was in Indiana, and then we moved from Indiana to Nashville. We lived in Nashville for a little while. Then we went to Kentucky. And then we went from Kentucky and we ended up here in Florida. But I was only about 9 years old when we ended up here. And I've been here ever since.
Yeah, wow. That's about, I just looked it up on the map. It's about 3 hours south of me.
Is it? It's small though. It was a real small place.
Yeah, very, very small.
Yeah.
But I mean, I live in a smaller city. We had a movie filmed here, but that was about it. That's about our saving grace.
Yeah, the only reason I remember that place is because we got hit with a tornado, and I stood there like a dumbass. I was so little. My brothers run off and left me, and I was standing there watching this thing, and they ended up coming back out and get me, but I was just standing there watching it. Everybody else run for the hills, boy.
They are incredibly hard not to stare at. That is a fact.
But I was young. I was probably 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old. And I can remember, I don't remember all of it, but I remember looking at it and going, what in the hell? I was just like dazed. Hey, in that movie Twister, not the cows flying around and all, but just the way the wind was blowing like that and the debris, that was real. The
That
grass,
is real.
Yeah.
that was real.
That
Yeah,
is
I remember.
definitely real.
I just love how he's like, not the cows flying around and all.
Yeah, well, they
Mine
made
is the cows.
they made the tornado or the Sharknado or whatever, and I was like, what in
That
the
was
world?
the
But
That was gory, wasn't it?
It was
No,
the weirdest movie
it was
ever.
weird. Yeah,
Like-
it was weird.
I'm going to
Didn't
tell
they
you,
make a second one?
I love
Yeah.
Shark Week.
The
I
Shark
love
Week.
Shark Week too.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yes.
Because
You don't like it?
programming. Yeah,
No,
hell no.
that's Shark Week.
Damn Gold Rush or damn Street Outlaws or something. It messed me up with that shit. I can't wait for Shark Week to get over every year.
Oh, because they're out by you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, that's gotta be frustrating for sure.
it takes over the TV.
I love Shark Week.
Do you?
We actually go to Sonic and get Shark Week the Shark Week slushies. We actually bought shirts for Baby Shark, Mama Shark, and Daddy Shark. We absolutely love Shark Week.
Well, listen, I'm boycotting it next year, so don't get.
I
Well,
don't
we
know
know
what I'll
Shark
do.
Hey,
Yeah,
well, hey, I love Discovery Channel, man. It's about the
I do
only
too.
thing I'll watch, and they about done took that over too, because now it's just what do they call that? The shows it's like that reality. It's all reality.
Oh yeah, it's all reality shows,
Yeah.
reality TV.
Yeah. There ain't nothing. They ain't discovering shit anymore.
They're
No,
discovering the degeneration.
Just like the
of
history,
society.
just like the History Channel. They done about ruined it too.
Ugh.
yeah, I don't like. I like Discovery. I still watch Discovery.
I do. I do, but I wish that they just did more true stuff. You know what I mean? And not reality TV so much.
They do a lot of like Naked and Afraid and Survivor.
Oh, hey, anybody who goes out in the woods but naked deserves to die.
Right.
They really do.
I
I can't
completely agree.
I think
Dang.
that's so unrealistic. Who the hell is going in a jungle butt naked like that?
Who
With
volunteers for that? Serial killers. That's who
Yeah.
volunteers for that. Their brains should be mapped.
Yes.
Get nothing for that, do they?
I don't know, but
They-
I
oh,
don't
they get
care.
that little stupid
If you
necklace.
gave
ain't
me
it?
$1 million, I would not do that.
I wonder if people realize they could buy that necklace off eBay. They ain't got to go there.
Yeah, they don't gotta go there for it for real.
Buy that necklace off eBay.
It's like that Survivor shit. Like, what?
Yeah. Who's going to do that?
No.
I mean,
not it.
all
Nose
the-
goes.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying nose goes. Not it.
I don't
I
know.
was just saying, like, all they could do the rest of their life is like, yeah, I
Somebody-
won Naked and Afraid.
wait.
But
Well,
everybody they tell is thinking, why would you even do that?
I think I would go.
You would go?
Right.
I think so. Yeah, I got to be the odd one here. I think I would go because I like the whole point of surviving. Like that's an adrenaline rush. Like, give me something I got to survive
Right.
for.
Hey, I promise you, they're not having no adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
Well,
But why do you got to be naked doing it? Like,
yeah,
why
I don't
can't
want to
you
be
go out
that.
there
I don't
with
want to
some
be
sweat?
that. Just put me in the jungle and like put a hotel like 5 minutes away.
Nobody wants to see this in the jungle.
Hey, I seen one of them girls come out there. She was bug bit up,
I
Jack.
seen that. Yeah, I love
Dude,
Naked
that
and Afraid
was
shows.
She had
Yeah.
some kind of infection underneath her skin where them bugs got underneath her skin, bro. Yeah, I ain't
I
doing
seen
it.
it. Yeah, I seen that.
I
I
ain't
mean,
doing it.
I don't know. Like I said, it's like give me a hotel afterwards though. Like,
Now, check this out now.
because I'm probably not gonna survive, but I'm gonna give it a shot. So give me about 2 hours.
Look here. If something like this, Bones, I'd watch it.
Right.
Say they went on a trip, right? Hey, let's just use a sailboat, for instance, okay? So say that they took the sailboat and they planned the breakdown and all that stuff, and they had to scavenge everything they could off the boat to survive. That I could kind of get into. But just dropping them off somewhere and them just being naked, it's like, what's the point in that? Because nobody's going out there in the woods, in the wilderness naked. I mean, What is the point in that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Barebones, you would be there for like 2 hours and still not be able to find the map, and you'd be like, "I'm done. Take me to the hotel."
It's like, guys, it's like, look, I will go to the show and I'll be put on it, but I seriously want like a hotel.
Yeah, they're not
about 5 minutes away, and that way I can go. And I don't know why. I don't even know why I'd go for it, guys. I would do it. I would do it though, for real. I would do it. I wouldn't last, but I would do it. For sure.
Hey, what about these jokers who tap out and then cry because they gave up?
Yeah, that wouldn't be me. I'd be like, hey, I'm giving up. Take me to the hotel.
Yeah.
Where's the food?
Wow.
I'm not crying about it.
There for 5 minutes, and then he's like hallucinating, like, "Where's my Wi-Fi?"
Yeah, I got to make a video, guys. Like, where's my phone at? I got to document this. That would probably that would be an embarrassment, but that would be me. I'm just being 100% honest. So
Take me back. I got shit to do.
Yeah.
So if you know you'd do that, why would you go?
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, I would go. Okay, this is gonna sound really weird, and we done discussed this, but I would go just say I've been on Naked and Afraid, I guess. Hey, what'd you do today? I was on Naked and Afraid, guys, and I did not survive.
They'd be like, "Deuces, you still got a stock on."
Yeah. It's crazy, but I seriously would though. I would go just to say I went.
Yeah, I'd have to pass on that one, homeboy.
Yeah,
me too.
I just
you're on your own, Bones.
Hey, who the hell wants to be on TV naked in front of millions of people?
Oh no! I don't want to be that. I just want to go.
Yeah, but that's what I'd be thinking. Who wants to go? You know what I mean? That's the son that you see at the football game streaking everybody at the 50 yard.
Yeah.
That is the serial killer.
Yeah. Maybe I need one of those before I go, guys. Because
you do need to be tested.
I don't know
how that brain, guys.
I don't even know how that test would even be 100% facts, though.
Oh no!
It's the chemical reactions in your brain. It's not like you answer questions.
Yeah,
okay.
Series of questions and your brain starts lighting up because they say that you only think with so much of your brain, right? And then I guess serial killers, there's more electronics that go off in their brain, and it shows on them. It's weird, dude. I seen a thing on that. I was like, holy shit! Then why are so many people dead if they got that already?
Yeah,
I can tell you 100%. I'm not a serial killer because that guy asked me when I did my brain thing how far I went in school, and I said about 5 miles.
What did he say? What did he do when he said that?
He literally was like, okay. Because he was a doctor, so he had to be professional. And then it clicked in that I said 5 miles when I know damn well I graduated high school, and I busted up laughing. And I was like, I'm such a dumbass. I'm so sorry. I graduated. Not that you could tell.
That would be funny.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Needless to say, I got my Social Security check.
Needless to say, I got my
Hey,
leave it up, scuba.
Oh God.
Hey,
I thought my mom was going to lose her shit.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell y'all a true story. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to hear something that's messed up?
Yeah.
All right. So this is a part of my life right here. Y'all picture this. All right. So I was 19 years old. I got involved with this girl. She was quite a few years older than me. She wasn't supposed to be able to get pregnant or not, right? So we had a kid, and I'm sitting there looking at her like, yeah, you ain't supposed to be able to get pregnant, right? So anyways, she wanted to fight all the time, and I can't do that. So finally, me and her split up. She wouldn't ever let me see this youngin'. So she died probably about 3 months ago. Now this kid's 27 years old. He hallucinates. Now she never would let me see him ever, right? He hallucinates. He's a paranoid schizophrenic. He's at my house right now. Yeah, I'm a stranger to him. He's a stranger to me. But this lady was so possessive because I wouldn't be with her that I couldn't be in his life. And every time I tried to go in, force myself into his life, I'd end up getting arrested, the police called. Wow. It was a bad deal, right? So women, if anybody hears this, and if you're younger, do not force a man away from this child. because you could find yourself in that situation, right? So now I've got to take this kid. He should be out working on his own, and he can't really, you know what I mean? And he takes medicine and stuff. But I just got him back from Colorado probably, I don't know, probably 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And let me tell you something. When he got off that bus, I hope he don't never see this, which I don't never tell him that. He doesn't know that I got a YouTube channel. I ain't never said nothing to him.
Right.
He was like a kid, dude. Really. You know what I mean? This is a grown man, but he's like a kid. And he didn't, like I say, he didn't know me, and I didn't really know him. And he looks at me. He's like, Dad, you ain't nothing like Mom said. And I was like, boy, we don't even need to talk about that. She's not here to defend herself. You know what I mean? We're just going to take and move forward from where we're at. But a lot of these women out here, man, they'll push the man away, and they won't let them have nothing to do with him. Man, I ain't never did nothing to none of them to keep, you know what I mean, to not be able to life. It's just sad, man. And when you said something about the 5 mile thing, that's something that he would say. That's what triggered that thought in my mind.
Yeah.
But yeah. So one
That's
thing,
heartbreaking.
well, hey.
Paranoid schizophrenia is a whole different thing. It's really rough.
I know.
Yeah. Hey, and he stays in his room. Like, he doesn't come out because I guess he's scared.
Isolation's not good either.
Yeah, well, he's scared he's going to get run off. And it's like, buddy, you ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm all you got left. I'm not going no matter what. You here for the duration.
As long as you keep telling him that every single day, I think as long as you keep reassuring him, he's going to be okay.
Yeah, I hope so.
Did you get it? Are you getting him taken to the doctor for medication and stuff, or is he already on medication?
Well, he's on medication, but he's only got enough to last him about another month and a half. But I'm trying to figure out what to do as far as some kind of treatment, and because he needs it.
Do you have like a local clinic?
No. I really do live in a swamp. But we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. You do anything for your kids.
It's just hard, you know, because like I say, he's 27 years old, and I've known him since he was a little kid.
But he's not capable of doing it for himself, so.
Yeah, no, he's enough. His brother's there with him. But,
okay.
Yeah, no, his brother's there with him. That's one of the reasons why I feel comfortable enough to come out here, because he told me something was going on. But just imagine that. Just picture that. You know what I mean?
I can't even imagine.
I was talking about that yesterday. Parental alienation is a real thing.
Yeah, it really is. Hey, and you know, I paid child support this whole time. Now, when I got out of prison, I was $20,000 behind. So it was hard, you know, to get my driver's license back and all that. And I'm going to tell you, it is set up against the man. It really is. And it's not right either, because not all men are bad guys. But, you know, once they take your driver's license, it is such an uphill battle from there. Because, like, if you like me, I live way out in the swamps. And that's where I feel comfortable at. I don't feel comfortable in the city. Can you imagine, you know, going back and forth to work, being scared to death you're going to get pulled over at any time and go to jail, and all you're trying to do is support your family?
Yep.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's rough, man. It's rough. So
I'm going to tell you guys something that I haven't told anybody. I've told somebody on another panel, but I'm not sure. Bones, you might have heard it over there. I'm not sure. I don't have custody of my children. I do see them all the time. They are my children, but I do not have custody of my children, and that's of no fault of my own. I did everything I was supposed to. The system actually screwed me on my paperwork. So, but yeah, there's that. I actually pay child support for 2 children.
Damn.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And usually,
I'm sorry, Scuba.
Yeah.
I mean, it's whatever. I'm going to take care of my kids. They're my kids.
Right.
But let me tell you right now that my ex-husband doesn't pay a dime. I pay it all.
Is that the one that's in jail?
Yep. He's got state pay that pays 19 cents per child.
Damn.
19 cents?
Yep. And that's when he's out. When he's out, he doesn't have to pay anything. I still have to pay it all.
Or a month or what?
That's just state pay. I don't know how it goes.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. And when he's out of prison, he still don't have to pay but $10 a month.
How in the heck?
Dang.
Yeah.
Because he's on disability. Well, so am I.
that?
So I don't understand how that works because, oh, well, he's got 6 kids and I only have 2.
So
Well,
he's
that's
got
not my fault.
Wow.
kids that has to pay for. Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's got 6 kids and only 2 of them are mine and his.
So he basically is paying $60 a month once he gets out.
That ain't even a cup of coffee every day.
Yeah.
No, he only pays $10 a month for my kids and he don't even pay it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
He's $200,000 behind just for one of his kids.
How much?
$200,000.
200,000.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Holy
He also is like 13. So yeah.
That's
He's got
crazy.
6 kids altogether. Only 2 of them are mine and his.
Well, there's your true crime, Bones. With
Yeah,
my
there you go.
gangsters, baby.
I'm telling you, when it comes to child support's rough.
Hey, no, I never minded paying it. You know what I mean? I never did. What our part is listening to her lie and say that I wasn't paying this and I wasn't paying that. And thank God, because I went through the state that I had records of it and I could prove to the kid. You know what I mean? That was one thing I did show him. I was like, nah, buddy. I paid every week because he thought I just didn't care. You know what I mean?
Thank God you kept good records.
Well, the state does it. I never even had to. All I have to do is just go online and show them. And
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, they got my income tax every year, plus I paid every week. And you could see it turning in his head. You know what I mean? I was like, that's when he started trying to tell me, oh, you ain't nothing like Mom said. I was like, but we don't even got to talk about that. I just wanted to show you I wasn't lying to you.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I got to get him in some kind of program where he's active with other people that he feels comfortable with. Because I'm going to be serious now. He's about 9, 10 years old in the brain. Yeah. Wow. And he's real caring now. He wants to give me a hug every 10 minutes. And I ain't that way. But I let him, you know what I mean? I let him, but it's just, at my age, I never thought that I'd have youngin' like that. And I didn't know he was like that, man. I hadn't seen him since he was real small.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've all about been down the child support road, guys. Like I paid child support for quite some time for my 19-year-old, and it's rough.
Yeah, it is. But I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
No.
I hate him.
Yeah, no. I always said that, look, I have a child, so I'm paying for that child. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Right.
Bro, you know what, though? Like, I would buy him Christmas presents and send and stuff like that. I bet you he never got none of that, man.
Probably not.
Yeah.
No, and believe it or not, she had a fentanyl overdose, and I never even really knew she was on dope.
Wow.
I wonder what she's done to him.
Yeah. Yeah, saying I'm scared to ask him, and I cry. You know what I mean? I figure it'll come out eventually.
Yeah, he'll tell you in his own good time.
Yeah. And it really, to me, that part ain't important as long as it ain't like hurting him, you know what I'm saying, upstairs in his mind. I just let it ain't even worth talking about unless I feel like he needs to talk about it, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But he knows details.
Yeah, definitely. You got to let him come to his own terms with it for sure.
Right. All right. Well, I think I'm going to end this, guys. I'm getting pretty tired.
Well, I appreciate it, Bones.
No problem.
Hey, it's 1 o'clock here, bro.
Yeah, it's only, what is it? It's 11:41 here. So yeah.
12:41 here.
We've been on here almost 3 hours right now. So yeah.
All right. Everybody's got their assignment, right? Well, we'll watch
Carmel what?
Ghost of Carmel, Maine.
Okay.
Ghost of Carmel, Maine. So we're going to all watch that. Reconvene next week.
Yep. As soon as y'all get off here, go peep at it. Because I promise you'll watch it for the next hour.
Send that to me. Send that to me on Instagram. That way I can get it and I can actually watch it. If not, I'm not going to even remember it, guys. So yeah, if you do that, I highly appreciate it.
Ain't no problem. Hey, Jamie, good to see you. talking to y'all tonight. Everybody in the chat, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next
Sure.
week.
Good night, Uncle Will.
All right, Uncle Will.
Good
Have a
night,
good one.
everybody.
Later.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, I think
You
Jamie just
kicked
went.
Jamie?
I didn't kick her, Jamie. I didn't even kick Jamie. No, I think she went out anyways. Yeah.
She said pieces.
Anyways, thanks for joining, Jamie. Yeah. No, Super Sam, it's always a pleasure.
Yes. So so I tagged you in the video that I made today. Where did it go?
I have no idea, actually. Yeah.
Okay. I tagged you. So I kind of did I was going to shout out your new channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I did it horribly because I forgot what the channel name was for a second. So I just tagged it in the description. And then I was like, oh God, I sucked at it horribly, but I did it. And I want to make sure it went in the right place.
Yeah,
So
I'm not sure. I will I'll look at it after we get off here for sure and everything.
If
And
it
I'll
went
send you a
somewhere
message.
not good, let me know and I'll delete it and try again.
I will. Yeah. So if anyone has not actually subscribed to the new channel, it's Upchurch Fan Podcast. Yeah, go subscribe to that, guys. I probably start it tomorrow. I need to start it tomorrow. So I'm just coming up with stuff.
There tomorrow is 7 Central. So
Yeah. So tomorrow at 7 Central, we'll go. Uncle Will, join us tomorrow at 7 Central on the Upchurch Fan Podcast. If you would, I'd like to have you on there.
Yeah.
If you can. So, but anyways, Scuba Sam, is there anything you'd like to say?
Nope. I just wanted to make sure that was going to the right place because I was like, I don't know where. I hope this is going to the right place.
I will actually check as soon as I get off here, and I'll message you on Instagram then and let you know.
Perfect.
All right, we'll see you later.
All right, bye.
Thanks, Scuba.
Yep.
All right, guys, there you go. Uncle Will said, "Yep." What did they say? What did they say? Yep. There's crazy stuff on there, bro. So yeah. I mean, there you guys go, guys. I know we got off a little bit off topic, guys, but that happens. It always happens. Anyways, yeah. So tomorrow at 7 Central will be on the new channel, which is Upchurch Fan Podcast, guys. Go check that out. Catch us there at 7 Central tomorrow. And we're going to have an open panel on there, and we'll talk about music or whatever Upchurch fans wants to talk about. I'm there for you guys to talk to. Creek Squad, Red Rebel Nation, YouTube family, whatever it may be, guys. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. But first, love yourself, like yourself, be nothing but yourself. Like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Your boy Deuce is out. Thank you, guys. Love you guys very much.